Logan Ground, Alaska 1049, holding short Charlie 13.
Delta 710, Boston ground, welcome to Boston. Cross runway 15 left, hold insurance, runway 15 right.
And Delta 710, we need to go to Charlie 34 if possible.
I wrote this record while 30,000 feet in the air. Steward is complimenting me on my nappy hair. If I can f her in front of all of these passengers, they'll probably think I'm a terrorist. Eat my asparagus, then I'm asking her thoughts of a young. Fast money and freedom, a crash dummy for dollars. I know you dying to meet them, I'll probably die in a minute. Just bury me with 20 million in the countdown fitted. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big poppin'. Section 80. Back in the back of it, with my back against the wall and you on the edge of my jump up. I call up Section 80. A woman, I never did nothing but break the ground on top of the asphalt. Tire mark if you ever did that. I'm easily pedaling with the speed of a lightning bolt. As a kid, I killed 2 adults. I'm too advanced. I lived my 20s at 2 years old. The wiser man. Truth be told, I'm like 87. Wicked as 80 reverends in a pool of fire with devils holding hands. From a distance, don't know which one is a Christian. Damn. Who can I trust in 2012? There's no one, not even myself. But yeah, I'm not screaming for help. Somebody, hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, losing ain't an option.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Everybody stop it. What's up?
24/7 working this
Ass off. Ass for. Do razz for. What's up, everybody? We 30,000 feet in the air. Well, not yet. How's everybody doing?
You wrecking my Jaguar. You play like a bad sport. Her feet on the dashboard.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Hey, okay. What's up, nickstream? What is up? What is up? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my nickers, nickerettes. Welcome aboard the nickstream. This is your captain speaking, the anchor baby. Yes. What is up? On my nappy hair. Wait, I don't have nappy hair. Let's check the autopilot here. All right, we set. All is well. All is well. Good to hear. Good to hear. Welcome aboard the nickstream yet again. I am your captain speaking. We are flying out of Boston International on our way to London Heathrow. Yes, in the United Kingdom. International flight. It's going to be a long one. And we're going to do our best to fill it up. All right. What is up? Let me welcome everybody here. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Okay. Okay. Wait. Let me switch. I don't know how to do this. Amateur? Hey. Hey. Okay. Yes. On our way. What's up, Lord Bibby, Emperor, Cats, Blazing Hogs, the 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔, everybody. Grace Face, Emperor of Cats, Raymond, Noel, Steven, and everybody else. How's everybody doing today? Friday. Yeah, it's an international flight. No, the 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. You're going with us to UK and visit the new king. That's right. We're on our way to visit the new king, Billy Bob. Hey, what's up, Mario Baldo? Thank you so much for purchasing a first-class ticket. Come on down to first class, Mario Baldo. She says, Hola, Nick, por favor. Don't kill us this trip. Much love. Have a blessed weekend. Cuídate, por favor. Well, thanks, Mari. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. I definitely won't be purposely killing anybody on this flight. I am the captain that takes the most care. I mean, come on. But yeah, a little late start there. Okay, everybody. Thank you for the patience. Thank you so much. I'm on that POC time, CP time, whatever it is. I must not be able to help it. Something wrong with me. But just so you know, I've been in the plane or in front of my computer for well before the show started. So I'm not being churlish or whatever. I really am sitting here trying to put together the show. And, I just try my best here, all right? I don't know. Maybe my genetics won't let me. Allow me to be excellent. What can we do, eh? At least we're in the air, right? At least we're up in the sky. Probably gonna stall because I haven't changed our flight level or speed. We're supposed to be speeding up. Yeah, there you go. We're going quite slow. Flight level change up to our cruising altitude of 41,000 feet. And flight level change, and we are on our way up, speeding up. Fantastic stuff. Great stuff, great stuff. Let's go up to 200 knots. We want to be nice and fast up there. Yes, we will be traveling down the North Atlantic track all the way down to the UK. That's basically imagine a highway in the sky and the North Atlantic track. That's what it's called. Yeah, imagine it's like a highway. That plane's loud, huh? Sorry, let me turn that down. But, oh man, so much to get into, so much to say. Let's do this first. I need to welcome more first-class tickets. Holy. Kohlberger, what's up, man? Come on down. About goddamn time, a king. Thank you, Kohlberger. Blazing Hogs with the first-class ticket. Come on down. Says, damn it, si, senor, si. All right. And one from Lord Bibby says, moonwalking my way to first class, orange Fanta, boy. Yes, there's bottomless orange Fanta, bottomless drinkies, bottomless snackies in first class. But we treat everybody on the plane nicely, right? So don't sweat it, no worries. If you're not in the first class. Okay. So, wow, on our way to England, like I said, on our way to London Heathrow International. The Queen has died, and there's so many other things to talk about. We have a long flight ahead of us. I'm hoping I got enough stuff. I mean, look, like I was saying, I'm doing my best to put together these shows, and I hope I have enough stuff to really entertain and do my best here. But if we don't have enough content to fill it up, we might have to nosedive into the Atlantic Ocean. I'm playing. I might have a way to speed up the flight if you know what I mean. Maybe Nick will dress as a pilot for Halloween. I don't know when I'm gonna bust out the pilot uni. I don't have a uniform, but I can. Don't you guys see it? Don't you all see it in the future of the Nick stream me in full regalia? Sorry, smacking the mic, amateur. Don't have all the pro gear. I gotta smack stuff around as I move it. But anyways, okay. Last week, what happened? What happened last week? Well, some of you were here on board, and we were rolling. We were up in the sky. Everything was well. But then, just make sure I'm flying towards England. Now we are. Now we should be flying to England, as you can see the plane turning. But like I said, last week, where was I? Well, what happened was we're flying nickstream, right? We had a crash, and I'm talking about a system crash, not the plane. And then after that crash, I could never recover. I kept starting up the stream crashed the first time. Started the stream the second time. It didn't crash anymore, but it wouldn't stop buffering. It wouldn't stop doing this. Complaints, excuses. I'm sure you're sick of that, so I'm done with that. But that's what happened. I'm just trying to be honest with what happened. What I need, and I'm gonna make it happen, is have like a secondary streaming machine, so if anything happens, I can at least keep streaming. No problems. But right, I'm learning, going, upgrading as we go, right? So I basically reset the computer to a previous image and just kind of fingers crossed right now. I lowered the bitrate and did other things. Anyways, enough technical stuff. That's what happened last week. We're here this Friday. Let's get down. How's everybody's Friday going? How's everybody doing? Okay, so the seatbelt sign is off. You know what that means? That means you can call in. It is a call-in flight. I don't know how I'm gonna figure this out. What's a flight? What's a show? It's a call-in flight, call-in show, whatever you want to call it. But you can call in 760-515-3855. Call in about whatever you like. But let's get started here with the show. We do have some in-flight entertainment. Some in-flight entertainment for y'all, but you will have to bear with me. Because I got a long flight ahead of me to fill. So it's going to be loose. It's going to be goose. And, we'll just go as I go. It's rough, but I got some things to say, clips to play, things to say, things to discuss. Yes, this is real life, Willie Powell. Willie Powell just bought himself a first-class ticket. Come on down. Welcome, Willie Powell, by the way. We are flying internationally, if you didn't know. On our way to England, on our way to London Heathrow International, specifically. Off to the UK. Basically, oh, look at that. The ocean, just straight ocean ahead of us. Nowhere to emergency land. Everybody relax. Okay, so, what am I talking about here? The Queen, a little bit. Oh my God, I'm such a mess here. My notes and everything. You know how it is, trying to put it together for y'all. What a mess. Let me pull up the Queen. What do you want to talk about the Queen for? Because there's even some people in chat in the comments that are like, I think I even saw on the JLP show comments. It was like, oh, why did Jesse support the evil Queen? Oh, the evil Queen. And other things like that. Just criticizing anything said that's good about the Queen. There's a lot of people who don't like that. Mario Waldo, I don't charge. No, it's a free number. You can call in. I'm pretty sure you can even call internationally as long. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm going to go back on that. But if you're in America, you can call this number toll free. No worries. Like, it won't cost you, I'm pretty sure. It's a Google number. Anyways, so I'm talking about the Queen here a little bit because you know what happened. 96 years old. She has passed on. And right away, no more foreigners, Nick. We have enough here in England. I'm bringing a whole bunch more. Get ready. Samantha McPhee? Pleasure. Real American Tiger, new name. Welcome. Like I was talking about the Queen here. Like, what's the big deal? Why? Oh, the UK, the Queen. Well, there's a couple interesting things to say here. If I can get into it, as I make my way through my horrid notes here, please bear with me. Let me show you the new queens, and you saw this on JLP show. Because the Queen did die, but we're under rule. Everybody here is the Americans are like, ha ha. I've seen this a lot online. Oh ha ha, like, oh we're the Americans. We don't need the monarchy. We don't need a queen. Oh men died and a new country was created to get over that old world system. I see a lot of that, like just this anti-Brit, like it's almost like anti-British, like it's kind of cringy, like we're so free over here, British, you dumb Brits, we're so free, Americans here with our guns. And I'm making fun of the Americans in this case because it's kind of cringy. It's kind of cringy because and I'm not here saying, oh, this Queen was the greatest person or anything. I'm not saying that, but it's cringy because there's this like shared cringy on two fronts. One, because it's like it's cringy to be all like, oh, the Queen, the monarchy, oh haha, we're Americans, but it's like, have you seen America? Have you seen who's ruling America? Yes, we have rulers. There's a ruling class in America, okay? There's no oh, we're so free. One. And two, another reason it's kind of cringy because, and you know, a little bit of ribbing amongst brothers is no big deal, but I'm talking about just the cringier hate because there's a shared history and it's deep and and they're brothers, really. England, America, Canada, even Canada, yeah. There's this shared heritage, the Magna Carta, the royal bloodline, like going back, like it's kind of awesome. It's awesome in the truest sense of the word, whether you agree, disagree, positive, negative. It is just awesome in the sense of history and I'm just saying words at this point, but you follow me so far? So it's kind of cringy to hear the straight calls for. I mean, I've even heard calls and comments of like, oh, she's burning in hell, like she's straight up just burning in hell. So that's just wild to say that. Like, how do you know that she's just straight up burning in hell? Like, pretty wild to say that. So so that's my comment on that. On the Brits and the Queen. Allow me, please, some time to get through my notes and all this. It's loosey-goosey. Look, loosey-goosey show today. But I got some stuff to say. Oh, yeah. So, yes, the new queens. Yeah, because we do have a ruling class. We have a ruling class here in America and in the world, really. It's kind of a globalist at this point. You seen this woman here? Uju Anya. We briefly touched on her in the JLP show. She made some dumb tweet about, oh, a monarch of a thieving, raping empire is dying. I hope she dies excruciatingly or something like that. Well, say hello to your queen. Say hello to the queens of the world. Say hello to the... This is the face right here. So who would you rather? Who would you rather? Let's play a little would you rather here, okay? Left or right? Uju Anya or Queen Lizzie herself? Can't you believe she's gone? She's actually gone. I can't believe it. I'm gonna miss you, Liz. What a belter of a queen you was. Anyways. What That's why we're flying on. That's why we're flying nickstream to send her off proper. Send her off a proper send off. All right, that's cringy. I'm done. Queen Elizzy. Okay, but here's another thing too. As I ramble on about this and whatever. She kind of represents a couple things, right? One thing I'm hearing people say is she represents this white colonialism and all that racism and the British Empire and all that crap. Okay. Maybe. What's so bad about that, by the way? They represent colonialism. Nice. I've also seen other stuff. Oh, sorry. What's getting better? No, spirit. Anyways, let me focus on this. Yes. Another thing I'm seeing though is that she also represents her death, representing the dying of the dying of that empire, the dying of the West, the dying of the British, the dying of all that, right? And it is kind of a shame. I mean, think about think about the British Empire. I've said that like so many times now. I'm getting a call now. What a mess. Hey, caller. Thanks for your call. I'll be right with the calls here in a moment. Just hold. Hold for me as I ramble on about the Queen a little bit more. What was I saying here? Everybody's mad. Colonialism is awesome. Death of an empire is bad. But a little aside from all that. Okay, so the death of an empire, sad. Death of a queen, the monarchy, whatever you think. A little bit of a side, though. Am I wrong in saying this? Is the Queen a little bit of a feminist? Was she? Because from what I can tell, the Queen was like a radical, but like a radical for her age and her time. Like, take this in. Succession of the Crown Act, 2013. And I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be a tangenty show because as things come, nothing written down. Some people have pointed to the Queen being all feministy and kind of saying some woke stuff, but I think you can maybe chalk at least some of that, and maybe even a lot of it, to her just representing the will of the people. I mean, as think about the people, the British, Americans, the West, the government and all that culture has degenerated, but why? Because the people have. You all know this. So her representing the people by being pro-BLM or pro-LGBT is not that surprising. But is this little Wikipedia article? Come on. Follow me here. The succession of the Crown Act. Well, from my research, from my my little research here, one thing I couldn't find out, not couldn't, but if I had more time. Anyways, is exactly who was involved with this act, but I did find out that she was at least partly involved. And what this act did is basically change the male preferences of succession to the British throne from just male firstborns to like anybody, any first. So, I mean, that's a little bit, isn't that kind of like, I don't know, Queen. I don't know, Queen Lizzie. Not just, that's a little bit of some queen behavior, you know? That's not just queenly duties. That's almost like queenly energy, as the Zoomers say. As the young Zoomers say, when you're being a queen, a girl boss, that means you're destroying everything around you. So you know, kind of old school, kind of decent, but succession to the Crown Act, maybe feminist, maybe woke a little bit. So she kind of maybe represents interesting things, right? Her death, the death of the empire, the death of the West, but also, how did England get here? How did England get to that point? Well, maybe she represents that too. You know, I saw one of these little memes shared online, and you got to be careful with these things. You got to fact check stuff, and I haven't fact checked this. But I saw this image, and it was Queen Elizabeth, and it said, when Queen Elizabeth started her reign, England was 99% white. When she died, that England was, I forgot the stat, but something ridiculous. You follow me? Huh? Is her rule and her death representative in multiple ways, positive and negative. Let me see if I can find that. Dang. Oh yeah, here, check it out. Some like 4chan stuff, some 4chan-ish. Ooh, some swears, chilling. But yes, when this took the throne, UK was 99.7% white. When she left it, the English children were an overall minority in the schools. Pakis were raping an estimated 40,000 English children a year, and all of the 5 largest population centers were majority brown. Now, that's true. Pretty wild. But rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. I mean, people saying, oh, I know she's in hell. They know she's in hell. Or, haha, loud pack, die. I don't know about all that. I just find it interesting somewhat, right? Anyways, we'll get into more stuff. And, anyways. Caller. Oh, you're gone. My bad. Call me back. My apologies. Where's the Queen now? She didn't. Anything else about this? What else can we do? It's a long flight, all right? So everybody sit back and relax. Everybody sit back and relax. Okay, it's gonna be a long one, right? Live? What are they celebrating live about the Queen? What's even going on here? ABC's doing a live thing on the Queen? Like, what else can they even say? Let's watch this a little bit as I get the plane situated. Oh, some plane news? Y'all saw that? Let's watch this. Like I said, I got a long flight, so let me get situated here with some more stuff here. Okay, they're talking about extreme weather, not the Queen. Live celebrated Queen Elizabeth. War in Ukraine. Okay, so they're just a little stuff here. Well, anyways, let's get our caller here.
Call from.
Let's take our caller here. Caller, you are on the air. Appreciate your call. Go ahead. Where you call? Okay, I don't gotta ask. This is Teresa. What's up, Teresa?
Yeah.
From Texas. How you doing, Teresa?
What's going on?
You know, not much. Just flying a virtual plane.
I gotta call in, man.
Hey, appreciate your call, Teresa.
Okay.
What you calling in about?
I have a new interesting thing that I looked up.
Interesting thing you looked at. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. A friend of mine on Facebook suggested me to look at this page that's been going crazy. It's called Suddenly Dead News.
Suddenly what?
Dead News.
And what is that?
It's on Facebook, and it's the only thing you can do on this page is tell your story, how someone that was either close to you or that you physically know
died suddenly. News.
Okay. On Facebook. And it's like the fastest growing page right now. Like right now they banned it on, I think it was Instagram. I think it was Instagram. And I don't even know.
But what is this page and what it's about? What's it about?
It's about people that died suddenly after the jab.
Oh.
And these are stories brought to you by people that were like family members or somebody they physically know. And
it's wild.
It's a private page, and like it's been banned. Like,
if I'm looking at the correct one, it says 242,000 members, so it's not a small page. It's not a small page.
It's not, and it started with like very little, and the only thing you can do on this page is tell your story. You can't do anything political. You could only tell adverse effects that you've had, or that you've like known family members or whatever that have died from.
Crazy, because that is happening. That is happening. And here's one thing I learned today, which I didn't know. As of still, maybe recently changed, but this past few years where we've all been getting pushed the vax and all that stuff has been going on, China did not refuse an mRNA vaccine up until just recently. From what I could tell, China's first mRNA vaccine isn't even like done yet. They have like trials and they're like working on their own apparently, but it's from my research, China has absolutely refused to inject their own people with these mRNA shots.
And this last
but I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the
well,
I'm not a doctor. I don't know about all
I'm
that.
not a doctor, but I do have a
um,
lot of nursing experience.
right on.
'Cause I've
See, you
worked
two,
in
we got an
ICU.
expert on that. We got an expert on here. All right, so
I'm not an expert, but
no, Teresa, pretend to be an expert
I
at
can
least.
read medical stuff. I can read medical stuff, and a lot of. Well, I know that the CDC just came out and said that the fourth booster has not been tested on no human being.
It's crazy, you know, and people can look it up themselves, but it seems like some pretty concerning data coming out with all this. I don't know how longer we can ignore it all, but we'll see where it all goes, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying, read some of the stories because it's.
I wish I could. I wish I could. It's a private group. I can't join. I can't see anything.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
I'll invite you. I'm on the group.
Let me see if I can even. It doesn't look like I can.
I just got invited, so I just got invited on. So they said that you can invite people, but they like ask you questions.
Yeah, right. It's I can't join it, Teresa. So, but hopefully we'll see some stories from this soon, and maybe we can read some of them if they're good. Thanks, Teresa.
Pure Bloods unite.
Right on, Pure Bloods. Let's go.
All right, bye-bye.
Appreciate your call. Right on. Hey, Pure Bloods. Even if you don't have pure blood, it's okay. You can call in. Okay. What's up, Tyrone? Hey, Rockshot, Iron Phoenix, Anthony 911. Thank you for joining. So yes, where was I? What are they doing here?
Personal inspiration to me.
Ooh, Liz Truss.
And to
Ooh,
many
Liz
Britons.
Truss. What's Liz
Her
Truss
devotion to
saying?
duty is
Do
an
you trust
example
Truss?
to us all.
She had a place in my heart, a warm place in my heart. She always seemed very dignified. Ever since I've been a child, she's always been there, you know.
Always
And
been
so
there.
For her to not be there, it's like an end of an era.
An end of an era that ushered in a strong...
End of an era, or is it end of an era? Anyways, yeah, it is a bit of an end of an era. I get like think about what is going on. Someone just sent me this, by the way. What is this? What is this? Anthony Bourdain bashes fellow. Check this out. This is from 2016. This is old. You guys remember this guy, Anthony Bourdain? Anthony Bourdain bashes fellow privileged Eastern liberals for making Trump win possible. Why am I reading this? Who sent me this? Oh, okay. This has to do with the Queen. What does this have to do with the Queen, mate? Oh, there's a clip with it. Here, I'll let you guys watch this while I get it.
Her sovereign status. She became the queen of firsts in so many ways.
She was working during the World Wars, the Second World War.
Okay, so there's a clip with it. Enough of that. So there's a clip with it. It's apparently Anthony Bourdain. What is this? Has to do with the Queen.
Gentlemen, cheers. Cheers. Gentlemen, cheers. To the Queen. No, I hate the aristocracy, man.
Oh, so he wouldn't toast to the Queen? He wouldn't toast to the aristocracy? To the Queen, mate. Gentlemen, cheers.
To the Queen.
Oh, so he's like disgusted? Okay, I get it.
No, I hate the aristocracy, man.
Okay, but this is kind of what I was talking about, okay? This is kind of cringy. Now, if it's like ribbing between brothers, between the American and English brothers, that's different. But Anthony Bourdain, isn't he just a dumb liberal? Trump hater. He was a huge Trump critic. Isn't he like a dumb liberal? So when he's like, I hate the aristocracy, man. What I see is some like a freaking Occupy Wall Street loser. That's what I see. A cringy Reddit bro. I don't see I don't think of a war torn, maybe ruled by a evil hand and finally free family or people, and they're like, yes, I hate the aristocracy. Flashback to years of subjugation and being ruled by evil people. Now I would understand that. Oh, I hate the aristocracy. Flashback to that. But Anthony Bourdain, he's like, I hate the aristocracy, man. Flashback to what? to his dumb liberal life. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about him. Where is he now? He dead. Anybody remember Bourdain's sad story? Yes, it's a shame, but a woman took him down, basically. What was this article? Anyways, thanks for that. Thanks for the viewer suggestions. I like it. It's keep giving me content to get through this international flight.
The time. And yeah, I think consistently she's made.
What else do I got here?
Strides forward.
When she was just a young child, it was Winston Churchill.
Oh, I already saw this. Yeah, we played this on JLP show. Thank you. But yeah, the Brits out of Buckingham Palace. We are flying microwave soda. We are currently flying. Check it out. On our way to England, London Heathrow International. Okay. God Save the King. Oh yeah, that's kind of a cool part of this clip. That's what you do when you switch the monarchy like that. The lyrics change to God Save the King. This is pretty cool. I mean, just seeing people like that. Whatever you got to say about the monarchy. Look, we need a ruler. We need a ruler in America. We might need a king. We might need a king in America to just take over. Okay, what else do I got here? Next topic, next thing. It's enough of that. Sounds like a satanic chant. Wow, Lord Bibby, that's it's their anthem. Come on. Okay, we got some first class seats here. Thank you so much, Blazing Hogs, with the first class ticket. Come on down. Says, y'all better start collecting shovels. Lin Yan Chin, right on, Lin Yan Chin. Hey, welcome. Says, what if I told you that us low IQ people be so slow that we can momentarily hold superconductivity in our nervous system, making us temporarily have super intelligence? He blacked. Dang, Lin Yan Chen, you lost me with that one. But thank you. Come on down. First class. Seats all yours. Angela with the first class seat as well. Says, Hake, Tyrone, Bibby42, Emperor of Cats, and Raymond 11 sitting in first class sipping on gin and juice. Right on. Enjoy your first class. Very fun. Very cool. Alrighty. Let me just make sure no more here. No more issues here with the first class. Hey, first class based America first. Oh, no. My apologies. That's from something else. Based America first. Thank you so much. I think you tried purchasing one last week. So if you're here, thank you. And he says, science says no premarital sex. Male odor reveals histocompatibility. Women choose mate with complementary histocompatibility smell. Strong child immunity. The pill short circuits the selection. Stop pill to get pregnant reveals incompatibility / dislike of husband. I've heard of this. And I'm sure you were trying to, because of brevity and word limit, you wrote the super chat in this way. But I've heard of this, that women, their hormones or whatever make them naturally attracted to, I don't know, like someone a little, like, I don't know, like someone a little bit more wild, and you can't hold them down, I think. Strong-minded person and all that. But they take the birth control pill, which messes them up, which causes their hormones to make them into someone it makes them like, I don't know. Jeez, I don't know. This is off the top of my head. It makes them into someone that's more beta and like safe. So then they're with the person that's beta and safe because their hormones are messed up. And so they're finally going to get together and they're like, okay, fine, let's have a baby. She stops the pill. Her hormones get back into balance. She suddenly gets the ick because this guy's like, wait a second, My body wants me to have this man, and this guy's like, whatever. I've heard of this. I don't know how true it is. I don't know about all that, but very interesting stuff. Okay. Man. Messy notes here. My apologies. So, yes, we're doing our international flight here. We're doing our best here. Oh, yes. Okay, what should I do first? Canada, climate change. Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay, check this out, all right? We're going to talk about our boy Kyle Rittenhouse for a moment here. Okay? Because our boy Kyle Rittenhouse is doing something. And what is he doing, you ask? Why is Nick preambling so much? Hold on. This right here, because Kyle Rittenhouse has got himself a girl? Does he have himself a girlfriend? Uh-oh. I'm hearing some noise from the plane. We're suddenly slowing down. We are suddenly slowing down. Why is that? Uh-oh. Oh, it's because we've reached our cruising altitude, which means we should be a lot faster. All right. Currently flying over the Atlantic. Are we going the wrong way? Oh, no, we're not. We are going the correct way. Huh. We passed by the Caribbean and Haiti and all that. Did we really pass by all that? That's crazy. Let's check the map here. Apologize this weird interlude as I get this Kyle Rittenhouse thing going. Where the heck are we? Wow, we're already off the coast that far. On the North Atlantic track. Very cool. An engine blew out. Nick, play Freebird. We going down. You can simulate like engine failures and stuff. Nice. Okay. Back to the show. What was I talking about here? Oh, yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse. Okay, look at this. I think Kyle has a girlfriend. You know who I'm talking about here, right? Kyle Rittenhouse, Kenosha, Wisconsin, 2020 riots or around that time, and was forced to. Well, first, during these riots, a couple of individuals went up to the man, Kyle Rittenhouse, to the young man at the time, and forfeited their lives. What they did is they attacked an armed man. They attacked a man with a gun. Not advisable. Not very smart. But yes, those men, young men or males, forfeited their life. One forfeited his bicep. One forfeited just his bicep. Gone. 5.56 all the way through. Boom. I think 5.56, right? AR. 5.56 right through the arm. Another one dead. That bald guy who was like, shoot me, N-word. Shoot me, N-word. And I think another person, a man with a skateboard. Remember the skateboard boy? Trying to attack our boy Rittenhouse with a skateboard. Well, those males forfeited their lives. And fast forward to today, I think Rittenhouse got himself a girlfriend. She's like a TikTok girl. And I don't know too much. This is all very preliminary, cursory research, okay? And I wish I had more time. Anyways, let me read the chat here. Anyways, he's got himself a girlfriend. Let's check this out. TikTok girl. Kyle Rittenhouse, TikTok girl. What's going on here? Kyle, what are you doing?
I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? You know I never wanted
to Kyle.
What about me?
No, Kyle. Wait a second, Kyle. No. No, Kyle.
I gotta go my own way. What about us?
What are you doing, man? She is hot. Kohlberger art.
What about everything we've
No, Kyle. Okay, am I? Anybody cringing? Who's cringing here? No, Kyle. Okay, who's cringing here? Who's cringing? Hey, Lord Spike Protein from cargo to first class with life insurance. He adds, thank you. Come on down to first class and enjoy yourself. Oh, no, says Willie Pal. All right, we can't claim him no more, says Lord Bibby. Is he simping? Is he simping? I don't think we can judge him just yet. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. I don't think we can judge him just yet. All right? You can't just throw simp just yet. Oh, people are already throwing simp. A boy with no face and she's mid. You know, like, she's pretty is what I'm saying. Like, she's hot. Like, Kyle, nice job is what I'm saying. Nice work, Kyle. I don't know if I've ever really been into this type of white girl. She's not ugly, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But she's got this, what I call, like, the porky phenotype. There's different white person phenotypes, okay? And I'm probably even using that word wrong. But there's the ghoul one. What's the ghoul white person? Like that actor from The Walking Dead. Long hair guy. This is the ghoul phenotype. And this is she's got a little bit of that porky phenotype. I've never really been into that. that porky. But she's very pretty. She's pretty. Nice job, Kyle. She's hot. You got yourself a hot one. Okay. We can't lob the S word just yet. You can't lob the S word just yet, okay? Not too early. Too early to say. Skylar, I think is her name. But Kyle Rittenhouse, man, got himself a nice young white lady. Right on. Very, very good. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at chat. Lin Yen Chen says, men don't cringe. Always reminding us there. I'm just talking ish at this point. Okay, look, what do I say here? Kyle Rittenhouse, man. Got himself a nice young white lady. Very good, very cool. Is he based? Is he not? More footage. More of this TikTok footage here with Kyle Rittenhouse, okay? My BF's opinion on these things, says the TikTok here.
Okay, so this is my boyfriend's opinion on these things. Okay. So the first one is hanging with guys alone.
Yeah, no.
Based. This is kind of weird though. Yeah, let's just watch the video. Schizo.
Guys are untrustworthy.
But what about you?
Well, I just don't know. I don't trust other guys around you because of how beautiful you are. Having a guy best friend, you know, girls always say, no, he's just a best friend. He's just my guy best friend. When in reality, it's that guy that has feelings for them.
True.
Texting other guys, you know, depends on how you're texting them.
Like what if you're like texting them not anything bad, but like nonstop, just like as friends? Like almost more than I text you.
See, she knows.
That'd be a little annoying. Like, it wouldn't be like, it would just be annoying. I'd be like, so you're like putting more effort into him than you are to me?
Okay,
right on, Rittenhouse.
I love your
right on, subdue and dominate.
Okay, what about my clothes?
You have a lot of them, but I love them.
Okay, wait. I gotta back up a little. I got stuff to say. Hanging with God. Look, she knows what the right answers are. I mean, she was like texting other guys, you know, the way I text you, because she knows what she wants him to. She knows what he should say, and girls know how guys should act. So she was almost giving him a clue there. But I'm wondering who wrote these questions. I bet you she wrote them. And she's like, answer these. And he's answering them fine, I'm pretty sure. I mean, hanging out with guys alone, it's like, hell nah. A lot of guys think that it's insecure to be all like, what, you're not going to let her hang out with guys? What, are you scared? What, are you insecure? That's a trick. That's a dumb trick. It's not that if you are insecure about it, though, observe that, watch that, admit it to yourself so that you can get over it. But girls will, you know, don't fall for that. The truth is, you know, most girls are gonna be like children. And you don't really want them going around a bunch of guys and all that. I mean, the point being that it's a trick to get you to be okay with things. Okay, it's like when they say, it's like when you see what's that actor wearing dresses? And it's like, oh, he's so cool with his masculinity that he's wearing dresses. Yeah, that's a trick. It's a trick. It's like and it's the same is true for the other side. It's like a woman asking him, you're in a relation, you're married, for example. Woman's all like, oh, well, let's have dinner. What? It's just us. It's just a dinner. There was a politician or someone who refused to be seen in public alone with another woman. And that's just like, you know what I mean? It's just smart. Len D says he's jumping off the, or she? I forget. My bad. I'm so sorry. Len D's jumping off the plane? All right. Mods / police, the police force on the plane. Can you hold down Len D? We can't have anybody opening up that door in the middle of a flight. That's insane. My girlfriend's husband is cool with it, though, says Tyrone. Exactly. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, more Kyle. We can't say simp just yet. Some of you are already throwing the S word around.
I text you.
That'd be a little annoying.
Is he simping?
Like, it wouldn't be like
kind of cringy.
It would just be annoying. I'd be like, so you're like putting more effort into him than you are to me.
Okay, what about makeup?
I love your makeup.
Okay, what about my clothes?
You have a lot of them, but I love them.
What about snapping other guys?
Like, just like having a streak with them?
Yeah, or like maybe talking occasionally.
That's fine. As long as it's not like putting like more effort into them than it is to me. That makes sense.
What about posting bikini pictures?
Yeah, no.
Effort. Let me smoke on that for a little more.
Oh, those are for my eyes only.
My eyes only. Yeah, right on, Kyle. My eyes only. Bikini shots, my eyes only. You got to get that little tongue out at the end. You got to be all like, yeah. Okay. Anyways, what am I saying here? Simp, not simp? I don't know, y'all. But it looks like women are more dangerous than any rioter with a skateboard, than any armed rioter in Kenosha, than any black rioter, violent person in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Clearly, women are way more dangerous for men. I mean, I don't want to say clearly yet because, you know, he's with his girl and he likes her. I mean, it's easy to throw around simp.
I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car. He's got a one-hand bail on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I look around, turn the radio down, he says, baby, it's something
Sorry.
wrong. I say nothing. I was riding.
My wife, I'm going to force to delete all social media. Oh, man. I don't know. And if she came up to me with a phone and going like, oh, I think we're going to do this TikTok. Lord Bibby, Nick, you going to make me cuss. Oh, man. He's still a savage, all right? He's killed people, okay? Who in the chat here has killed anyone? Exactly. He killed people, right? He's a killer. By the way, let's take a look at what a killer looks like one more time.
On my heart, I look around, turn the radio down, he says, baby, is something wrong? I say nothing.
Okay, I'm done with this. It's actually not that bad. It's funny and it's actually not that bad. but and I'm really not making a commentary on Kyle. I more saw the videos and thought they were funny enough to make a general point that women are more dangerous than any black or any rioter or any violent person. But anyways, yes, Digitus Extractus, I am the anchor baby. Welcome. What is up? Anyways, what else do I got here? I got more stuff, and I got a call apparently. Oh, I got like 3 calls. The thing was muted. I'm literally the worst. call me back. Where are we at in the sky? We are still over the ocean. Well over the ocean. Look at this. The virtual skies at night shine. The stars at night in the virtual sky shine bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Well, I mean, we're not in Texas, but that's how the saying goes. The virtual sky. Kind of nice. Okay. What else do we got here? Unmuted the call, so I won't miss it if you call me back. Do we got a first class from Evgeny? Or did you already buy one? Did you already purchase your first class? Either way, Evgeny, come on down if you have not come down to first class. Very much appreciated. With the first class super chat says, Kyle should give her the finger and move on. Like I said, I don't want to make that kind of joke. I don't know. It might not be that bad. But men, the women, they're more dangerous than a gun. Caller, you are on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, Nick?
Art, man. Art from Ohio. Thank you so much for calling. Welcome.
Man, I'm calling because I'm in the back of this airplane messing around with Nikki, baby.
What's up, Art? Thanks for
what's up
flying
with
nickstream.
Man, I'm always flying nickstream, man. I gotta go see the new king, man.
Yes.
Long and awaited, man.
Right, long live the king now, huh? Let's go.
And I think I sneak dissed him on Hate Show a while ago, but still, man. Hey, it wasn't that too serious, but I seen that with that lady from California was talking bad, the little Somalian chick talking bad about the queen and stuff.
Oh,
man.
that little Somalian chick?
Yeah,
the little Somalian American?
Yeah,
the one and only?
Whatever her name was. Hold up, I got it in my phone because Jesse was talking about it earlier, but I heard about it last night. And,
so you're not talking about Ilhan Omar?
Nah, heck no, she another lib. Man, she. But nah,
you're talking about Unju Anya, something like that? Yeah. Her name is Uju Anya.
They kill me.
Let me pull her up while Art's talking about her.
Yeah, pull her up, man. I mean, you up here being disrespectful, but that's how the liberals do. And that's what's going on in these black neighborhoods. They don't got no respect for the dead. I mean, hey, look, people, everybody don't take everything the same way or whatnot, but people, hurt over they dead people, and you up here talking about them. I mean, my thing is this ain't got no respect, and my thing is this: I don't want you in America. I want to go ahead and ship you off up out of America, because that ain't what we want over here in America, man. We want smart, logical people.
Yep.
They got heart. They got morals. They about family, and they hard workers. We don't want that over here. Y'all can go ahead and go ahead and take that stuff back over there to Somalia and finish destroying the rest of whatever's left of Somalia or whatnot. You know what I mean? And it's awfully funny that you talking stuff about Queen Elizabeth. You better be quiet, because how I'm thinking is she probably the one who was feeling sorry for all you immigrants, all you illegals.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because she a female. And y'all up here talking stuff about her when she probably was the one who was for, you know what I mean, for y'all immigrating to Britain or whatnot.
So true, man. And it's so typical too, because if you look at this Uju Anya's Twitter and look up white flight, you'll see that she's talking about white flight, about gentrification, and anyways, and it's so typical for destructive people to basically project their destructiveness onto the people who are keeping it at least somewhat together. And so it's just quite actually poetic if you think about it. This Uju Anya is one individual celebrating the death of this queen, but really she represents the new ruling class of America, and that's how the ruling class of America feels about the West and England and white people, not just the queen.
You talking about the Una, whatever her name is?
Yeah, Uju Anya. This is the new queen.
Yeah.
If you are looking at the queen,
allegedly, she ain't no queen. She ain't no. I mean, I get what you're saying, but she ain't no queen. She fooling herself, just like these liberals pump all these females up. Then when they turn about 60, they all depressed and stuff on pills. You fool. And we playing chess, not checkers.
Oh.
Call from
Christian.
Art, call me back. Ah, what a mess. What a mess. Art, call me back. I hung up on you, bro. My bad. My bad, Art. Call me back. Anyway, so I had some stuff here. About a what? While we wait for Art, hopefully you call back. But really, it's kind of related, right? The Magna Carta. It's land owned by the Queen, or formerly owned by the Queen, now owned by the King. We're talking about Canada a little bit. I hung up on Artie, y'all. No, it was not a low oil alarm. It was a call waiting. Someone else called. It's this new thing, and I don't know how to stop it. And I accidentally clicked the wrong one. I'm a freaking boomer. Anyways, if he calls back, he calls back. But I was talking about Canada here. And why am I talking about Canada? You see, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I'm reading my own notes here. And clearly I have something to say about Canada. Right? I mean, obviously, because I got some loosey-goosey notes here. Yes, thank you for flying nickstream. It's always professional, always perfect and fantastic. You know, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh yes, that's what I was gonna talk about a little bit. What happened in Canada is the assisted suicide stuff, and you might have heard. Some of you might have heard a little bit of my report on the JLP show on euthanasia. Euthanasia in Canada. Nick is struggling. He's not allowed to use the AC. I'm actually not sweating. I'm not a single drop, actually. It's incredible, really. It is annoying, vexed peril, but I'll figure it out. I'm going to get a different system with the calls eventually.
Call from.
Do we got Art? Do we got Art on the air?
Yep.
Hey,
can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me good.
Art, you're on the air. Thank you for calling back, man. My bad. I hung up on you.
Hey, no problem, no problem. And this ain't directed towards you or nothing, Nick.
Yes.
Because you part of the one, probably the 1% that is standing up and understand what's going on. You see, so this ain't directed towards you or whatnot. And
go ahead.
Anybody that served in the military. You see what I'm saying?
Please go ahead.
Any foreigners that served in the military because y'all fought to be a part of America. But what's crazy to me, Nick, is that even the Mexicans that are over here that's legal, they not saying nothing about the illegals coming over here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, that's true. There's like a bit of a rift. I think a minority is like these like conservative kind of like more right-wing Hispanics, and they're like hell no, like no way, like build the wall. They're like you know what I mean? They're like off the deep end, which is awesome. But you're right. I think the majority are totally okay with it. They think it's fine, even if they don't say it out loud, and welcome it. In fact, they want more Mexicans, more Spanish, and less English, less America.
And what my problem is, where studies has already shown, and people already went in front of the Congress and told them about the studies about Mexicans coming over here, how it affects Negroes. So long story short is, if you ain't part of standing up for what's right and wrong or whatnot, and you a Mexican, you don't need it, whether you legal or illegal, you don't need to be over here. Y'all need
that
to go
is
back
a good point.
You see what I'm saying?
You're yeah.
Nah,
it's an interesting point because you basically
my thing is this: if you ain't trying to fix the problem, you a part of the problem. You see what I'm saying? And my thing,
I see what you're saying.
Let me get my thoughts together, Nick. I'm gonna try to get everything out.
No worries. It's a loosey-goosey show. You have all the time in the world.
Well, my thing is this too, or whatnot. I'm taking offense to it for the simple fact that with all this stuff that's going on, it's affecting Americans, white Americans and Negro Americans. And we over here in America, I'm an 80s baby. We Americans, we stand for logic. We strong. We like to work. We have morals. And we ain't pushovers and punks. And we don't, if you don't have those same type of values for you from another country, we don't want you over here. I don't know what Hillary Clinton got y'all thinking, but that ain't what we want. And my thing to Sleepy Joe is that if a Mexican ain't gonna follow the law, don't think the Negroes is. If Mexicans think they're gonna steal from Negroes or white people, don't think the white people gonna sit back or Negroes gonna sit back and follow the law if you ain't holding everybody accountable to the law.
Good point, man.
See
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah, big time, man.
And one more thing, and I'm gonna get up off of here.
All yours.
Sleepy Creepy Joe, you talking all this stuff about the MAGA and stuff. What I'm still trying to figure out is about the numbers on these vaccines you don't got out here and got everybody these vaccines. And I want to know how many people don't die because they don't have these vaccines, including my grandmother and my great aunt.
Wow, really?
Why you up here talking? Yeah, why you up here talking about MAGA? No. I want to know what's up with them numbers because I dang sure ain't forgetting about my grandmother and my great aunt. So you need to cut the malarkey, as my European brothers would say. Cut
Yes,
the
sir.
malarkey, because somebody gonna be held accountable. We up here from Virginia all the way up from West Virginia to Ohio. We don't do no pump faking. So all that little talking, hey, a fight come behind that. I seen some. Hey, one more thing. I seen some on Fox where they were saying the liberals were trying to be friends or something. And I'm sitting there thinking, ain't no being friends. Ain't no time. And I'm not talking no more. Ain't it too past being friends?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Man.
past that. And that's what get me about the conservatives. Y'all too easy to want to go be friends. No. I want to figure it out if y'all don't assassinated my grandmother, my great aunt with this dang on fake vaccine. I don't want to be your friend. I want to fight. God bless you. I'll catch you later. We still rolling with Trump.
Right on, Art. Still rolling with Trump, man. Thanks for the call. Moving those wheels, man. A couple interesting things there. I feel like I remember to respond to them all because quite fascinating call. Yes, your own neighbors are the enemy. Your own neighbors, and this is all and this is Hispanics, Mexicans, white people, man, white liberals. They're even them. So you are all aware of this, right? I'm not telling you anything new. But the thing is this has happened deliberately to the culture over like decades. And so, through the schools, everything. So your own neighbors are the ones being churned out of this machine, churned into, they're churning out these little radicals out of this, out of the machine of society. And they're your friends, they're your neighbors, your coworkers. So it's going to take time to undo it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take some time to undo it. What else did he say? You don't want those kind of people in the country, even if they came here legal, but they're part of the problem either. Oh, yes. He was saying he wants to fight. Anyways, fascinating. If I remember, I shall comment on it. Such a loose and goose show. But you can call in 760-515-3855. I was talking about euthanasia in Canada because it is going on. You can get euthanasia. In fact, it's called the Medical Assistance in Dying program. And this program is a federal healthcare program. And if you're eligible, you can kill yourself. And it'll be done by a medical professional using drugs. And I think there's another method as well. Allow me a moment here to pull something up to really give you a more full presentation of what I'm talking about here. And you may have seen my presentation on the JLP show about Canada and their lax euthanasia laws. And how there's reports that Canadians are turning to euthanasia as a solution to their pain and even their poverty. And that the government is pushing it. And it's working because we live in a death cult. We live in a death cult, a satanic death cult. And people love death. Right on, your Sneaky Snake. Yeah, Yuri Bezmenov said it would take 2 generations to turn around. Yeah, and I forget exactly how he said, but it's only a couple generations to demoralize a whole society. So, and that's decades. But Canada, like I said, reports that Canadians are turning to euthanasia. You may have heard me mention on the JLP show that woman who chose euthanasia because she wasn't getting her housing benefits, and her lack of housing benefits, and all the stuff she was going through. She finally just said, "You know what? End my life. I want the medical assistance in dying program." And she's dead. That woman died. She is dead. The government sees me as an expendable, whiny, useless scum, said this woman. She left letters showing her desperate search for governmental help for over 2 years. And so you might wonder, like, how is that possible? Like, obviously, it's only terminally ill and sick people, right? Obviously, it's only people with serious illnesses that are going to die anyways, right? Like, you're being a little obtuse, Nick. You're being obtuse and like, oh, you're blowing up this thing. You're being a liberal, okay? Okay, you might think that. And you might think that because maybe you looked up the Canadian government website and it says that you have to have a serious illness, be in decline in a state that cannot be reversed, and experience unbearable pain for you to be qualified. But you'd be wrong, because in 2023 they want to add mental illness to that. So simply having a mental illness, you can kill yourself. Oh, I'm depressed and it's serious and it won't be reversed and I'm in unbearable mental pain. Yeah, they're making it easy so anybody can kill themselves. That's what that is. That little asterisk. Oh, by the way, mental health counts. That little asterisk. What that means is everybody can do it. That's what that means. It's not a little asterisk. It's quite a big one. So you might be thinking, okay, Nick, well, that's kind of messed up, but nobody's dying. No, the Canadian government isn't just pushing people to suggesting that people kill themselves as a solution. That's not happening, Nick. Stop being crazy. New York Post, Canadian soldier with PTSD, outraged when the VA suggested euthanasia. Wow. Wow. Inappropriately, where medical assistance in dying was discussed inappropriately. This veteran with a stress disorder and traumatic brain injury seeking support for his PTSD when the employee brought up medical assistance in dying. Hey, Doc, I don't know, Doc. I don't know. Lately, I'm feeling pretty sad. I just don't think it's getting any better. Hey, we got the perfect thing for that. Take this pill and you'll stop existing. You'll stop living. How about that? Living is... Oh, I see what you got, sir. Sir. Oh, it's quite... What you got here is a case of life. And we can fix that for you right quick. Caller, I got you on hold. I'll be right with you. I'm almost done. Anyways, playing around here tongue-in-cheek. But you might be thinking even it, Nick. Come on. All right, this guy, okay. He's alleging it, all right? We don't even know if it's true. And if it was, it's one guy. Okay. Nobody's dying. Nobody's dying because unless they have a crazy illness and all that, right, Nick? Let me show you the story of Alan Nichols. And this is from the AP. This man you're looking at on the left here is Alan Nichols. Gary Nichols is his brother and is on the right. And I'm just going to read this a little bit, but Alan Nichols had a history of depression and other medical issues, but none were life-threatening. When the 61-year-old Canadian was hospitalized in June 2019 over fears he might be suicidal, he asked his brother to bust him out as soon as possible. Within a month, Nichols submitted a request to be euthanized, and he was killed, despite concerns raised by his family. His application for euthanasia listed only one health condition as the reason for his request to die: hearing loss. Nichols' family reported the case to police and health authorities, arguing that he lacked the capacity to understand. Kind of shady, kind of like, gray details here where you could say either way. His brother claiming Alan was basically put to death. Disability experts say the story is not unique in Canada, which is arguably the world's most permissive euthanasia rules. The advocacy group Dying with Dignity says the procedure is driven with compassion to end suffering and discrimination, whatever that means. And Canada is set to expand euthanasia. Can you totally see, like, a crumbling medical system due to a crumbling socialized medical system, because we all know that subsidizing medicine for those that can't just makes it more expensive for everybody else and those that can't eventually. A crumbling medical system which has been reporting serious issues for many years. I reported on how I can't quite remember the report, but it was something ridiculous, like 8 years. It takes 8 years to get yourself checked up head to toe, like an average. It's like an average to get it like done because of wait lists and all that. Canadians dying waiting. Whew. So can you kind of see like a crumbling medical system go like, dang, this is expensive. I can think of a way to make it cheaper. Yes, it's madness, Willie Powell. It truly is madness. But here's one thing that a take on the Canadian healthcare thing that I haven't really heard said. Something that people don't really understand about the Canadian healthcare system. And I think in socialized, not all, but most socialized healthcare systems and other kind of socialized things, that they, I don't think they're doomed to fail. They're not necessarily bad things. And in fact, if you look it up, if you look up the research, socialized healthcare in Canada was pretty much working for a while, for a long time, and it didn't have any signs of not working. Was it doomed to fail eventually because of its socialized healthcare? Well, arguable, but it was mostly working, really. Why though? Because the Canadians followed the rules. They all agreed. You know what? We want to do it federally. We want to do it socialized. We'll do it from our taxes. Okay. Put her there. Let's do it. We're going to wait our turn. We're going to wait in line, wait our turn. And that's what the Canadians do. They're all nice. And they're like, hey, that's the rules. Them's the rules. I'll wait in line. Sorry, doctor. Oh, I'm on the wait list. So be it. Here's what the nice Canadians don't understand. They don't realize about the people coming in, the immigrantes. And this is of all kinds of immigrants do this. I've seen it myself. My own family did this. They're what the nice little Canadians waiting in line following the rules don't understand about the immigrants is they don't follow the rules. They skip the line. They jump ahead. They get the hookup. They call up their because the immigrants are now professionals in Canada, they call them up, their kinfolk, and they get the hookup. While the nice Canadians sit in the queue, sitting in the queue, and they die waiting. My own family. Sorry, Raymond 11. I timed you out by accident. I didn't mean to time you out. Raymond 11, my bad. I don't think you said anything bad at all. I didn't mean to time you out. But anyways, I was saying, the Canadians are waiting, and I remember my own fam. They would, I'd hear, oh, it's a wait list, or oh, you can't, and then I'd hear family or other friends and people, I've been around, say, oh, no, don't worry about that. You just gotta call them and make a scene, or go up to them and make some noise and da. Oh, you just gotta go. Just get in there and get ahead and make them give it to you. So that's what's going on. That's my little take on that. You heard my thing on JLP show. Maybe. I just wanted to add that little amendment at the end there. A little thing that people don't understand about los inmigrantes. They're not sending. They're not sending their best. Anyways, I can't right now. Ministry of Climate Change. What else do I got here? Loosey goosey notes. Do I have anything else to say about this? What else do I got to say about this? That's it, really. That is truly it. Okay, caller, I got you on hold. Don't hang up. I'm going to get right back to the calls. We're going to do some fun videos and fun calls as we are flying here. So bear with me because I'm going to take a little break. Turn on the AC. It's been what? It's been like 2 hours now. Huh, amazing. Almost 2 hours. And I think we got like maybe... I've tried my best, y'all. Try to put together a show for y'all, but I hope you're having fun. I am. I'm enjoying myself. So let's get the vibes rolling here and chill out. If you haven't already chilled out, get even more chill. We're gonna vibe out here with some vibes as I get something ready here, get the AC, and we're gonna get into our calls because we got plenty to do, I think. Okay. Now we can't get the vibes going without some vibes. What a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Be right back. Sup. Okay. Make sure the volume's set. Let me know if the music's too loud. Okay, hold on. Okay. Enjoy the vibes while I get ready. You guys ever seen Komodo dragons? Y'all know what a Komodo dragon is? It's kind of dumb, a little variety here. I just randomly saw this. just randomly saw this video. Is this real or fake? Wait a second, real or fake? Real or fake? That's crazy. Yes, that is a Komodo dragon, and that is a real video. That is a real video of a Komodo dragon eating a deer. What is this? How does it get that big? What? I know it looks fake. That's the craziest part of this video is that it looks so fake. This is a real video. Yeah. Those things roam the earth. So there is it. Do you feel like dinosaurs are real? Were real? Look at that. Woo! That's my face. Anyways. Oh, it's a baby deer. Okay, that kind of changes it a little bit. Find another one for reference. It's a baby deer? That's still kind of big, though. That's still pretty large and in charge, okay? That don't look like a baby. That's still pretty gosh darn large and in charge. I need to see some authentication to prove it's real, Nick. Okay, this is my authentication. One random article and Snoop Dogg's face. Oh, that's why. Okay, check it out. The reason it looks weird. Komodo dragon swallows a deer in one bite. Hey, Nugget Man. Thank you for purchasing a first-class ticket. Come on down. Okay, that looks way bigger than a baby deer. I don't care what you tell me. Okay, it might be a baby. I guess I'm thinking like baby goat. Whew. Anyways, little variety video there. Some variety action there. Going down my notes here. It's so messy. But so thanks for bearing with me. Chill vibes. Oh, I got a call. I'm so sorry, caller. You are on the air. Where are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Is it me?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the patience.
It's Robbie Brown from the historical city of McDonough, Georgia. How you doing, Nick?
Robbie, thank you for calling Nickstream. I appreciate the patience. Welcome. You mind bringing the phone a little closer, just so that we can all hear you?
Hold on, maybe. Yeah. All right, how's that? Is that better?
Wait, better. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm honored to be on your show
welcome.
As a fan of hate from the Facebook
Robbie, man, I'm sorry. Are you on speaker? Help us out here because we can't really hear you.
No, I'm not.
Keep it close and speak loud. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Oh, my bad. I think I might have had you turned down on my end. Go ahead. You were saying you're a fan of hate.
You got me good. Have you got me good?
I think so. Go ahead.
All right, this is Robbie Brown from the Facebook crew. Shout out.
Oh, cool.
Shout out
to the Facebook crew. Right on.
Yeah, shout out to all the people that I know in the chat that I've met from being a fan of hate. JLP comes on too early for me when I'm working and stuff, and then we got to turn on the hate and the Facebook crew and all that. So, but I want to circle back.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, like circle back, girl, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎.
Yeah, Jen the one and only.
Yeah, that's what's up. I want to circle back to. I remember back in my day, 'cause I'm 52, but I want to circle back to my day when Dr. Kevorkian was just like wanting to kill people, and we thought he was an evil person. Dr. Kevorkian.
Dr. Kevorkian. Go ahead.
Well, Dr. Kevorkian was doing what you were talking about. He was just like Oh, you want to die? Here, I'll help you.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. He was like a nickname Dr. Death. Yeah, I don't know about him. American pathologist and euthanasia proponent. Okay, I'm following you. So he helped a bunch of people, or helped.
Back in our day, and we were just like, what an evil person to do this.
Interesting.
And now all of a sudden it's normal. They're trying to normalize Dr. 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒍𝒔.
Not just normal, but citizens, individuals opting to opting for this, right?
To participate.
Yes.
Now, if I have look, it's summertime still. It's ending summer. Praise the Lord. Give us our fall. But there's still bugs flying around and everything like that. Now, if I go to kill a bug, what does it do?
Well, if you try and go kill it, it'll fly away.
Why?
Well, it wants to live.
Right.
It has a biological imperative to live, or something like that.
And so, if a bug is doing that, what kind of human is like, just kill me? It doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like the only explanation is like logically is, I mean, it's like, what does this a human have wrong that his animal doesn't? Well, the thing is, the human has the spirit, right? The spirit.
Shouldn't. I mean, that was just when you were talking about all that was bad for me. So I wanted to circle back to
help me understand at the time when this Kevorkian stuff was going on, what was the general, because you were saying people were calling him evil. What was the general consensus? Like, why were they saying he was evil? Like, what was it about him and what he was saying that?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking that. It was just that the same principle that I'm bringing right now is that you don't have the right to choose. You don't choose when it's your time. God, God's the Alpha and the Omega.
Yeah,
God
that's
tells
a good point.
you when it's your time. You don't have that choice. Just
you know what? That's a good point.
Suicide. Yeah, just like people who commit suicide, there's no difference. It's committing some kind of legal suicide, and that's not natural.
It's a good point, and you're making me think of something too, because think about how many people regret suicide like that. You're making me think of that guy who jumped off a bridge, but he survived, and he says that the first thing he thought, the second he jumped, the first thing he did have was regret.
Sure.
And so you can imagine a lot of people who get this medically assisted suicide. What are they really getting it for? They're coming up with they're coming up with a reason in their head. they're coming up with a reason. You see what I'm saying? The very act of coming up with a reason to die is just dark.
Very good. Yeah. Exactly.
Now there's people. What do you think about this? What do you think about people? Sorry to cut you off. But people who, what about medically assisted suicide of people who are terminally ill and in excruciating pain? What do you think about that? Because just that, because this euthanasia movement is not that. As I showed earlier, they're trying to make it so that anybody can kill themselves.
Exactly.
But what about that? Medically assisted suicide for people who are in excruciating pain and terminal illness. It can't be reversed.
I lost my second dad to they tried to call it COVID, but he was like totally gone from head injuries and stuff like that. And they just went ahead and did the COVID, and they just took him out. Now that was I was okay with that, because he had been gone for 2 years mentally. He'd been gone, he'd been gone. So it didn't, it wasn't like it wasn't son, it wasn't. So there's things like that, but like you just said, that's not what they're doing.
Yeah, right. They're trying. It's like abortion. Oh, it's just safe and rare. The euthanasia, the dying with dignity or whatever. This euthanasia group in Canada. Rare and safe and only for. Say that again.
Knock yourselves out. I said knock yourselves out. Maybe
Yeah.
was it Darwin's theory? There's some Darwin's theory going on there?
Selection, right? Or Darwin, Darwin's
Yeah.
theory. What do they call that?
Yeah.
Selection, right? Natural selection.
Yeah.
When the dumb die, and those that stay.
I mean, knock yourselves out. Knock yourselves out. They won't be voting, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me because you and my brother Hake over there. I hope my brother Hake is well. I miss him. We all miss him, and I hope he's well. I did see him pop in the comments earlier, and that was cool. That was
For
cool.
sure.
It was
Better every day.
Good to see a Hake appearance.
Oh yeah.
And
we all miss Hake
because
report.
That's what's up. I mean,
Yeah, no, I myself am a fan and missing it, but he is doing better every day. He's doing fine. Like I'm like seeing him walk. You know what I mean? I hadn't seen him at all, but now I'm like he's walking. He's in the office doing news. I see him. I project a Hake report soon.
Nice. Yeah, we're it'll be hopefully he comes back bigger and stronger. You know,
Big
what I'm saying?
time. That's for
what's
sure.
up.
Robbie,
That's what's up.
A pleasure. Thank you for your first time calling. Anything else you want to talk about?
Hold on. Give me a second, Nick.
What's
Josh,
that?
Josh, my buddy JS, Urban Adventure said I had all the time I wanted. So.
You have
No, I don't know.
all the time in the world. No, I do have to move the wheels though. I can't be doing. But we do have time. It's really, I mean, honestly, we got time. Like, is there something else you wanted to say? While I get the plane situated here, we got a long flight ahead of us.
Yeah, look, I'm not on that plane.
You're not?
No, I'm not vaxxed.
That's funny.
I'm not vaxxed. I don't think you can be on a plane if you're not vaxxed, right?
If you're not back, no. Hey, you're on nickstream, all right? You're flying nickstream, all right? We don't have those kind of rules.
Really?
Arbitrary
All right.
vaccination rules.
Yeah, I haven't been on a plane in forever. When was the last time you were really flying a plane, Nick? 'Cause I hear you're a pilot.
No, who said that? I'm not a real pilot. I've never flown a real plane.
That's the word on the street, Nick. You're a pilot.
I've never flown a real plane. Let me just repeat.
What?
I've never flown a plane. Now,
Why
if
not?
we were ever in a, I do want to eventually. If we're ever in a, let's say we're ever in a citation longitude or an Airbus 32, what is it? Airbus A32 Neo.
You can fly it?
If we're on either of those planes and the pilots are incapacitated, I'm not saying I can fly it. I'm not saying I can fly it. I'm not saying I can fly it, but I'm at least familiar with the cockpit, and I'm at least familiar with like what button does what.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Exactly. I'm saying there's a chance.
Nice.
Yeah.
Land that plane. You
Yes,
can
sir.
do
Yes,
it.
sir.
That's cool.
There was something I wanted to ask you, but I can't quite remember.
I do have a good friend that he flies for FedEx and stuff. If you ever want to get into it, maybe we can get you in there.
I think I might eventually. It'd be cool. You know what would be really cool? I mean, look, just flying in general would be cool. 1, 2, to get the license would be cool. But now, imagine nickstream from an actual plane. Now that's next level. That's full circle.
Nice.
That'd be out in the, you know what I mean? Like a goal in the horizon kind of thing.
Oh, that's fire, dude. Oh man, that's fire. That would be
That'd be next level, huh?
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, my granddad was a pilot. I ain't trying to fly no plane. I ain't trying to even, do planes and stuff. But I understand the passion of it, and you should pursue that, Nick. You're young.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You're young,
I definitely want to
man.
see if I can get on get some hours on some plane action and see what happens.
You should do it, man. Pursue
Yeah,
your dream. Pursue your dream. You only live once, right?
Yep. As they say, Robbie, man, I appreciate your call. It's been actually very pleasant talking to you. I'm gonna move the wheels.
Thank you, Nick. I was going to call you I tried to call you a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't get it to go through or whatever. But I knew when I tried to call you a couple weeks ago that you would be easy to talk to because I know people like that
Mhm.
that are easy to talk to, and I could feel that with you. And it's a pleasure. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to all my friends out there in the chat. And thanks for having me, brother.
Thank you, Robbie, and call me again.
Shout out, hey, let's
Shout
go.
out. Let's go. Moving the wheels. We got a first class ticket and super chat from 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. Joe, come on down. First class. Enjoy it. Did Sion buy a first class ticket? Do I see Sion on the ledger? Sion, girl. Come on down to first class. Come on down, Sion. I don't know if I welcomed you. Enjoy it. Enjoy. I hope the rest of y'all enjoying it as well, though. It's still good, right? Still a good flight on nickstream. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? Little plane check. Let's do a plane check. Plane check. Here we are flying in the cockpit of the Cessna Citation. We are over the ocean. Over the ocean. Full moon. Isn't there full moon out tonight? Is this live? Is this live weather? Is this real true to life? I think it is. Anyways, nice little full moon. Nice little full moon. Very cool. Can you hear the plane sounds? You should be able to hear them. It's okay. And so what's going on in the cockpit? Well, we are flying on our way. For some reason, we're off course. Or it looks like we're off course. Oh, no, we're not off course. We're not off course. Oh, see, this is pretty cool. What's cool is that, as you can see on the MFD here, the white line represents the route that we're supposed to be taking. But what's cool is that we're locked into, I believe, what's called the North Atlantic. What's it called? NATW. The North Atlantic Tracks. And this is North Atlantic Track West, or W. No, sorry. North Atlantic Track Whiskey. And it's basically a highway in the sky. I've said this already. I'm kind of repeating myself. Maybe some of you enjoy this air pilot lingo. Some of you might find it relaxing. Here, this is what I'm looking at. We are currently flying NAT Whiskey. Where are you? I just saw it. NAT Whiskey. Where you at? Where you at, girl? Anyways, it's one of those. One of those lines on that map you see. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. What is this person spamming? Freaking spammers. Okay. Yeah, that's where we're flying right now. We're locked onto the North Atlantic tracks. Pretty cool. Okay, what else do we got here? What else do we got here? Loosey goosey. What's up, Broski Bear? Braxton Harris, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Okay, hold up, hold up. Okay. Lord of the Rings. Oh, no. Here, I got something. Someone sent this to me. Little viewer video action. I think we got a little viewer video action here. So check this out. It's a viewer video here. And you can send in viewer videos via super chat or my email, producer@jesseleepeterson.com. Where did I put it? Oh my god. Oh yeah, check it out. Viewer video here. Boom, boom. Let's check this out. This is from Moore's Bowling for Columbine 2002.
But they still didn't
I actually never saw that. I've never seen a Michael Moore film.
feel safe. So
Is that his name? Michael Moore, the fat guy? The documentary guy? Michael Moore. Michael Caine. Yeah, Michael Moore.
they passed a second
Alright, no more schizo videos. Watch this. Let's watch the video.
and it worked. But they still didn't feel safe. So they passed a Second Amendment which said every white man could keep his gun. I loves my gun. Loves my gun. Which brings us to the genius idea of slavery. You see, boys and girls, the white people back then were also afraid of doing any work. So they went to Africa, kidnapped thousands of black people, brought them back to America, and forced them to work very hard for no money. And I don't mean no money like I work at Walmart and make no money. I mean $0. Nothing. Not a zip. Doing it that way made the USA the richest country in the world.
Wow, this is
So
2002? This is 2002, huh? Yeah, this has been going on for a while.
having all that money and free help calm the white people.
And what I mean by this, I mean like this brainwashing miseducation.
Down? No way. They got even more afraid. That's because after 200 years of slavery, the black people now outnumber the white people in many parts of the South. Well, you can pretty much guess what came next. The slaves started rebelling. There were uprisings, and old master's heads got chopped off. And when white people heard of this, they were freaking out and going, I want to live.
Is that
Don't
true?
kill me, big black man. Well, Justin...
Were there rebellions? Did American slaves, did black slaves rebel? Have like rebellions? I heard they were like not. I mean, they might have been a few, but I heard that there wasn't really rebellions, like big slave rebellion in the South or in America. This is an interesting thing to research. I just might. But anyways. Oh man, how long is this? Let's just watch it, I guess. I kind of want to comment on it.
Out and going, I want to live. Don't kill me, big black man. Well, just in the nick of time came 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒎, who in 1836 invented the first weapon ever that could be fired over and over without having to reload.
Nice.
And all the southern whites were like, yeah! But it was too late. The North soon won the Civil War and the slaves were freed. Yep, they were free now to go chop all the old masters' heads off. And everybody was like, oh no, we're gonna die. But the freed slaves took no revenge. They just wanted to live in peace. But you couldn't convince the white people of this. So
This is like fake. This is like fake. This is like actually fake.
they formed the Ku Klux.
Oh, heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio. Bye, Michael Moore. Is that the end of the stream? Oh no. Heads up, we've detected copyright. Bye, y'all. Goodbye. The stream might die. It might be the end. It says we've detected copyright. Great. That's what I get. Bye. It's the end of the stream. I don't know if it's the end. We'll just keep going. Let's see if the stream gets killed. It's hard on a slave in America today. I don't know. I want to comment. I kind of want to comment on that, but I don't want to get copyrighted. But I mean, come on. A lot of those things were just basically the most egregious thing, really, from what I heard there. Besides maybe factual, discrepancies and outright, incorrect facts, is the whole idea that that whole notion, if you read into the subtext, not even subtext, just overtly, that that white people, and really what was going on with slaves and beyond, was because white people are so afraid. They're just afraid of them blacks. I can't even remember the clip now. I don't want to play it for copyright, but anyways. Are we off course? Uh-oh. Why are we turning so much? Wait a second here. Come on. We're going to London Heathrow computer. I mean, is it that difficult? Follow the nav. What is difficult about that? Okay. FMS. We are following. What's difficult about that? Nav. Are we... Something happened. We're off course. We're still in the same direction, so it's no big deal. But if we keep on this course, we'll go to Africa. We're going to end up in Africa. Jeez. Cringe stream. I'm in silence, dead air. Thank you for watching the cringe stream. Maybe one day it'll be good. I don't know, y'all. Here's what we're going to do. All right? Here's what we're going to do. All right? We're going to shut off the autopilot for a second here. Uh-oh. We are manual now. We're going to... See, now that we're manual, the nav... If you're looking at the screen, the little pink arrows on the PFD, which is that first screen, is... now telling me to turn towards the flight path that we had set on. Anyways, I'm turning the nav back on. Autopilot. This is crazy. This is crazy. Great. This is all I needed. On the above the 40,000 feet above the Atlantic Ocean. This is exactly what I needed. Oh. Never mind. Thank you for that. Thank you for bearing with me in that weird little thing there. I misunderstood something here on the computer. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everybody relax. What are you doing, Nick? Ugh, I know, sorry. Back to the show. What do we got here? Okay, caller, I missed it. I'm sorry. Call me back. Call me back. Make like Sky King, but without the death. R.I.P. Sky King. Okay, so what do I got here? Running out of show. What do I got here that's not boring? You guys see this? I have no solution for what I'm about to talk about here, so it's just literally reporting. No solutions. Just pain, just negativity. You're gonna eat the bugs. You know about bugs. You know about bugs being replacing. They want to replace our main protein with bugs. Why? Because it's sustainable. It's green. It's sustainable. You don't have all these cows, ruining the climate. Because you meat eaters, you don't know what the carbon footprint that you guys are leaving, you meat eaters. And so we got to all eat insects and farm and cultivate large amounts of insects for our protein. Well, many of you probably think that's a far-off dystopian, just a far-off like dystopian future, right? I mean, it's a shame. It might be, we could see it like, the beginnings of it come about, but that's far away. This clip here, going around Twitter here, reported from the Daily Telegraph. Snacks containing bugs have been introduced to 1,000 school canteens across the nation by a Western Sydney nation company. Wait, what? 1,000 Australian schools have just introduced to their canteen snacks containing bugs. Kids are now munching on chips laced with eco-friendly cricket protein made by Circle Harvest. Only a few years ago, we would think this is an April Fool's prank, says this Twitter user. Then linking the Daily Telegraph article she got it from.
What do you think of the chips? They're yum. Chips are great, aren't they? And these chips are even better because I think they're better for you. Did you know that? Yeah, that way, you know, Mum and Dad might let you have more chips. Good stuff. Do you like them, Annabelle?
So creepy.
Do you like them? Yeah, they're great.
What do you like best about them, What do you like best, Annie?
So creepy. It's beta for you. It's beta. Oh, yes. Oh, no. I don't know where that was. I'm like doing Canadian / Australian. Oh, it's beta for you. Much beta. Oh, tell him there's cricket. I haven't watched the video, so he's not telling them there's crickets in there. I wonder what they would do. If they'd be like, ew, because kids know. Kids know. Kids know if you told them, oh, you're eating crickets, you'd be like, ew. Like, did you ever have your mom, like, hide veggies in your food? Like, I had my mom hide cauliflower in my scrambled eggs. You never fool me once, Ma. Not even once. Not even once.
Yeah. Can you taste
Bunch of chip groomers.
crickets? Did you know they're made from crickets?
Oh, they know.
Crickets? Did you know they're made from little insects? No, but can you taste it? No, you can't. It tastes like normal CCs, doesn't it? You can't say that.
What did you say, Adelaide?
I can taste the cricket.
You can taste the crickets.
This one has lots of
The crickets
colour.
taste good? Yeah.
Oh, what? I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I have no solutions except, I don't know. You know what I read? And I heard this, and I was just looking it up while y'all were watching this. Steve Strzok, are you trying to call me? You saying you're trying to call me? If you tried calling me a few minutes ago, it's because I had it muted and I didn't hear you. Call me back. 760-515-3855. But I was looking this up while you guys were watching this clip here, because I had heard about it, that this Beyond Meat stuff, this green, you know, you heard of Beyond Meat? It's supposed to be a plant-based meat. That Beyond Meat and products like that are hemorrhaging money. Just hemorrhaging money. They're not making money. It makes no financial and business sense from what I could tell. But it's being pushed and pushed and pushed. Beyond Meat's losses hit 92% of sales. 92. If anything else, maybe I'm misreading this. Maybe I'm not understanding this. But if you had issues with 92% of your sales, that's a failed business. People don't want it. Maybe move on.
Call from.
But it's kind of like this woke stuff. Think about Lord of the Rings for a second. The Lord of the Rings reboot. What is it? I don't even know what it is. But I just know that they redid the Lord of the Rings. And caller, I got you on hold. I'll be right with you. They did some Lord of the Rings remake, and everyone's black. Now everyone's black. And there's bad reviews from what I could tell. For what I could tell, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail, and it's not gonna make money, even though crazy amounts of money got poured into it. And you might think, oh well, you know, what, the free market of ideas, right? The people don't want it; it's gonna go away. Yet it's still here. The woke gets broke, but it stays and gets pushed because the end goal is not making money. The end goal is not making good entertainment, good entertainment that's going to keep you entertained, that you're going to like. No, the point is it's twofold. One that's been going on for decades, and is to change the culture. But the second one, which is more overt and more modern, it's a victory lap. It's like having a head on a wooden stake. Once they replace all the white people in Lord of the Rings with blacks, they could do anything. You feel me? So that's what that is. It's the white head on a stake, on a wooden stake, and propped up as a trophy. CNN, Elijah Wood in original Lord of the Rings cast shut down racist critics of Rings of Power. That's what it's called, Rings of Power. Several performers from the new series of the Rings of Power have been besieged by hateful comments from viewers who have criticized casting people of color as elves, dwarves, Harfoots, and other fictional races. Anybody in chat know? I heard that Tolkien meant for, Lord of the Rings to be white. I could be wrong, but I heard that he intended for the characters to be white. Anybody know what I'm talking about here? You following along? Nick, are you a taco or burrito guy? I don't want to say. Rings of Power. Okay. Anybody seen Rings of Power or anything like that? You know what I'm talking about here. Kind of a tangent from the Beyond Meat stuff. But like the Beyond Meat stuff, it gets pushed beyond, despite financial failure and public backlash. You know why? I just said it. I'm just going to repeat myself at this point. Rings of Power. That's the image. That's the image I keep seeing everywhere. What is that? What is that? What am I looking at? Noah's Arkansas says it was based on European history mixed with Christianity, I think. Yeah, you're right. I believe Tolkien really admired C.S. Lewis, I think. I know Tolkien. I know Lord of the Rings is related or an allegory or something like that of Christianity. Kind of fascinating what's going on. But yes, this is you heard. I'm about to repeat myself for a third time. You heard me.
Middle Earth welcomes a new group of faces, but not without controversy.
Everyone must decide who we shall be.
That's from the new Prime Video series Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, set in a fantasy world thousands of years before the main Lord of the Rings novels. The show features people of colour playing elves and other characters. Cast members have been the target of racist remarks online, but the original cast of the popular film trilogy shared their own views. The actors posted this photo featuring a message in Elvish reading, "You all are welcome here."
Cringe. Look at the face, by the way.
Wendy
Behold.
is going
Hold on.
gray. In
CNN,
Canada,
CNN. Come on. Don't mess with me, man. It's a website. Messing with me right now.
Middle Earth.
Running a show. Okay. Wait, let me find out something. Where's Elijah Wood from? Who are these actors? Is he English? Is he English? Is he English? No, this guy's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Elijah Wood. What about these other actors? What's their names? I can't remember. Sean Astin. Any of these Brits? My point, the reason is because I want you guys to see the faces. These are the horsemen of the death of the West. Well, maybe I shouldn't go that far. The horsemen? Maybe not the horsemen. But these, behold, look upon the mug of the trigger of the men with the trigger of the ones murdering, killing the Queen. No, the West. Or you follow me a little bit.
Racist remarks online, but the original cast of the popular
Look,
film
it's all
trilogy
everything is off the top, all right, y'all.
shared their own views. The actors posted this photo featuring a message in Elvish reading, "You all are welcome here."
Bleh. How's that working out?
Wendy,
you all
is
are
going...
welcome here. How's that working out for us? Okay, don't get a copyright strike, Anka baby. Don't worry. This is a news report from CNN. Thanks, David C. Braxton, what's up? I don't know if I've seen that name, and I don't know if I've welcomed you to Nick Streams, but if not, welcome. I got a super chat here from Nugget Man. Nugget Man says, Lynn, unblock me. I'm not that bad. I don't know what's going on there, y'all, but keep it between y'all. I don't want to start stuff through super chats or anything, but it's a much appreciated. Lin Yen, Nugget Man, love y'all. Both are friends to the Nick stream. And if you're not a friend, even if you don't got love, you could still call in 760-515-3855. I had someone on hold, but you know, sorry about that. Oh, is Bubs here? Where's Bubs? Right on. Noah's Arkansas is saying hi to Bubs. What is up, Bubs, if you're in the chat? What's up, bro? Always a pleasure. Wishing you and your family well. Okay. What else do I got here? I must have something. Let me switch cameras here. Well, let's continue with this loosey-goosey show, shall we? What's next? Oh, a call's next. Caller, hey caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from and what's your name?
Oh, nice. I finally got through it.
Yes.
Steve Strack from New Jersey.
Steve, a pleasure. Thank you for calling. Welcome.
Yeah, it's my first time calling to your show, but man, your show's cool. I really enjoy listening to it.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, first thing before I want to get into it, have you ever done a discovery flight?
You said a discovery flight?
Yeah, so you can go to like a local airport if they offer it and ask like the pilots like, hey, can I do a discovery flight like on the basic Cessna? And
Okay.
they'll take you up in the air. And so, you know, they'll legit fly with you. They'll let you, you know, handle the controls. Like I've done it before. It's actually really awesome.
A discovery flights are short introductory flights for people interested in learning about flying. Hey, Nick Stream discovery flight?
Yo, let's go.
But what if the pilot, it's like, what is this guy doing? This guy keeps looking at his phone and talking to people.
Well, that's why they have the two controls in it. So I mean,
true.
You just hang out.
That's true. Maybe I throw up a GoPro up in there and get some footage and show y'all. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna look into that discovery flight.
Yeah, because the one I did here in Jersey actually was not that expensive, like $200. I mean, not to promote like a specific thing on your show or whatever, but I'm gonna probably say they're not that expensive because it's only about like 40 minutes anyway.
You said only 40 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably talk to him to make it longer, but when I did it 40 minutes for myself, and then my brother was with me, and then he went up to do his 40 minutes, so about 2 hours total.
Man, that sounds awesome. I'm definitely gonna look into it. Thank you for the info.
Yeah, it was dope. But I've wanted to ask you for a while because I've been watching your show for many weeks, and you've really been focusing on stuff around like metabolism and, you know, health and stuff. And since I've been doing Jesse's Silent Prayer for about like 2.5 years now, the thing that I've noticed the most was that, yes, there's a spiritual thing to, you know, when you talk about depression and anxiety and all that stuff, like there's obviously a spiritual component that you can't do anything about, but there is a metabolic component to it that...
A metabolic component to what? I missed that.
There's like a metabolic component that people are getting caught up in. And so I know when people talk about the whole chemical imbalance stuff, like there is, but it's from the body within, you know, rather than it being in the brain. And so like that whole thing with serotonin, they've got it wrong. I mean, you've talked about it before. They got it wrong for decades. And serotonin is this neurotransmitter that if you look into it, it actually like causes learned helplessness. It actually causes depression. So the fact that they created these drugs that
to have more of it.
Uptake of it. Exactly.
Wow. All on a theory. I mean, all on just like a. Yes. All on like this is, people might not know this, but the whole chemical imbalance theory is in regards to depression, serotonin, and the brain chemicals. It was just like a guess. People saw that when you had more of this chemical, you felt a certain way, so they said, "Oh, well then that must mean you have an imbalance and you have not enough of it." But no doctor has ever found this chemical imbalance in a patient.
it's all speculation, because the thing is, if you go deep into metabolism, obviously you can break it down to like the most minute level. It's all reductionism, and reductionism without spirit is just nonsense, in my opinion, because it's just you figure out these little things, and you know it's you can't tinker with stuff if you don't actually know how the body's producing it.
Interesting point. Yes.
And so you have all these people that I mean, I've looked into it and I've experimented with some of this stuff myself, and vitamins do work if you know what your baseline metabolism is and you can compare it to that. The thing is, there's a lot of people who are just high on stress, like high on adrenaline all the time.
Yeah.
So you've got to come down off that and then find what deficiencies you even had before you can correct them. It's almost like trying to predict the stock market. It's really in that same regard.
So are you you're saying really like this imbalance of our body is it's more important than people think. Help me understand. And it's also related to the spirit.
I believe people should be more aware. Like what Jesse talks about all the time is just be aware of the thoughts, because when you have these crazy imbalances, the thoughts will go wild. And if you're aware and you're like, wait a minute, there's something like, and this is what I've seen, I'm like, there's something wrong that's going on in my body that I've gotten it checked out and I've had it corrected in different ways. And I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. When I used to get angry, when I used to get crazy, or those quote unquote depressions, that was just my body just wasn't just producing enough hormones that it needed to actually sustain itself. And I could always just bypass all that stuff and be like, wait, I'm not that, you could separate from it. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. And I think that's where it really is this like attack on metabolism over generations in the food, in the healthcare system.
Yes,
and just
that's
the way
true.
it's talked about.
That is true. And one thing you make me think of is just a lot of issues and things that happen to us, including physically and to our bodies and our health, is stuff that we did to ourselves. Most of the time, not even realizing. A lot of people love to blame God for stuff like why are there's people born with genetic defects or stuff, and they'll blame God. It's like God is either evil or there is no God if people are being born like that. How is He making people to suffer? But it's like we did this to ourselves. There's stuff in our food. There's stuff in our food chain. The supply chains for what we eat is eating weird things. The water, all stuff like that. And so we're kind of doing it to ourselves. We are imbalanced, like you say, and it's over time, and we do it to ourselves without knowing.
Right, and people don't realize how highly stressed their bodies are. They're just underneath trying to find that release from it, and so they fall into these cycles. I mean, I'm not going to share the vices that I used to get into, but because of the high stage of stress that I used to be in, which was because of this stuff underneath, the anger, like it all ties back to that, which is crazy. But
so the
damage it did to my body, I mean, it's my fault. I can't blame anybody, and I'm having to repair it for years. So I got to take responsibility for it.
But then what would you say to someone then? It's like, because you're trying to find the best way to live. You're trying to find, for example, diet. It's like, You're saying all these imbalances. You gotta have the right balance of the right way of living physically. But how can someone find that with all this mess? How do you find that with all this misinformation and lies and you know what I'm talking
about? Honestly, I know what you mean. The best way to do it is you have to be able. You really have to get to know yourself, and you have to know, how. For me, this is where I started to notice it was. After, the like Jesse talks about, the forgiveness part and the silent prayer part, and I started to calm down and become more aware, that was the beginning of it. And then, the second you start being observant of those things, God opens up these doors, and the next thing you know, you question one thing, you question another thing,
deep,
and you start experimenting.
I think you make a good point because, I remember kind of getting into working out years ago and like trying to find diets and like all that. But what I found to work the best, and I would never have thought to try this if I hadn't just calmed down, like you said, calm down, be still, was to just like eat, like just not that much, not that little, a little bit of everything, moderate, right? You see what I'm saying? I would never have figured that out if I hadn't. I would have just gone to the next thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I would never have figured out that what's been working the best for me. And another thing, that's helped too. Like you said too, the thoughts and all that. Me dealing with my thoughts has helped me just quite simply and very what's the word? Clear improvement to your life is you're not gonna give in to those temptations so much. Pizza, junk. We all know. We know when we're not. We know we have a semblance, an idea of when we're not kind of living right and treating our bodies right. And you'll do that less if you are aware.
Yeah.
I think you're right, man. That's a good point.
There's one thing, if I can say, anybody can look up to start with, and it could just, set you off down the rabbit hole if you want to go down that way.
Mhm.
Look up endotoxin.
Endotoxins.
Yeah,
I do not. I don't know what these things are, viewers. I don't know what endotoxins are, but go on.
No, it's not. It's nothing bad. It's not like the parasite stuff that you were going on like a month or so ago. That stuff's wild.
Yo, you scared of taking some ivermectin? You scared of what might come out?
Hey, I mean, at this point, I might try it.
I know, right? I don't
whole-
even. Like at this point, I'm like, that's what's wrong. It's parasites. No joking.
Yeah, but even like Hassan said it on the show, because I saw you guys had the video of like those vitamins work, and Hassan was talking about everything starts from the gut, and I 1000% believe in that, and that's why with
I heard that a lot.
endotoxin, it's in the gut.
I've heard
and
that
you
a
gotta
lot.
figure that out. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Fascinating. Something else you want to talk about? Something else you want to say before I move the wheels?
No, I just want to say your show is awesome. I really do look forward to it when you have it on a Friday or a Saturday. It's a pleasure to talk to you finally, because I've
That's
been
crazy to
sending
even
stats
hear,
and all
man. So thank you. I'm gonna use that fire to keep it going, because it's crazy to even hear. Sometimes I'm like, who's gonna watch this crud? But I'm having a blast, and I'm glad you are too. So thank you, man.
Because you're the only the only streamer I really enjoy next to like Nick Fuentes.
Hey,
but he
let's
talks
go.
mostly politics stuff. But you're the only one that's, aside from Jesse too, is that you're hitting all aspects, the spiritual stuff. Like when you talked about Andrew Tate a couple weeks ago, and you related it to the non-sexual Christian view of life. I'm like, that's what people don't see. They see things from the sex drive and let's go conquer every woman under the earth. But like, there's still more to it. Like, yes, he's right in a lot of things, but there still is that other aspect that when you overcome that nature inside you, like you can see it.
Deep. Man, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you. We're gonna keep it
Yeah,
going.
man.
Keep the
Do
next
it.
stream
Do
going,
it
my
up,
friend.
man.
Right on, sir. What am I gonna say? I forgot. Moving the wheels. A pleasure, man.
Yeah, I'll call back.
Call me again. Moving the wheels. I get an outpour in the chat. I didn't mean to be so self-depreciating. I'm playing around. I mean, or else I wouldn't be doing this. I'm having fun. I'm having fun since day one. We got another caller here. Caller, you're on the air. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Scott from Newcastle, Indiana.
Are you on speaker? A little hard to hear you.
No, I'm not. Can you hear me better now?
Now you're coming in so a lot clearer, so thank you. Your name and where are you calling
Right.
from?
I am Scott from Indiana.
Scott, Indiana. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Love you guys and love your show, man.
Hey, thank you, Scott.
Absolutely. Can you give me your biggest three influences as far as guitarists?
Oh, guitarist. Guthrie Govan, Django Reinhardt. No, that's a lie. Not Django Reinhardt. That would be a lie because none of my style is like Django at all. Just that era of music influenced me deeply. But I can't say Django because I don't play like him. I don't have anything in his style. But yeah, Guthrie Govan. I'm still gonna say Django because of the era of music. And what's my three?
Have three.
Pat Metheny.
Oh yeah, sweet, yeah. Can't go wrong
Did I
with
do
none
good?
of them, brother. Yes, absolutely. You passed the test. I had one more question, man. What
Please.
happened to Chris?
Chris moved on. He wanted to be
Okay,
quiet
he
about
moved.
it. As far from what I know, I really don't.
I get it.
As far as I heard, he wanted to be quiet about it, and so be it. I wish him well, and I always had a respect for the guy. He came by the office too. He came by and hey, we said hi. Everything's well as far as I'm concerned. But he wanted to move on with it. He wanted to move on.
I just can't imagine having a job next to JLP and then wanting to move on.
Yeah,
and that's like my dream job, right?
Well, I mean, Joel did, and he comes to church. Look, I really just don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't know. So as far as I'm concerned, he wanted to move his life, and I wish him well.
Same
really,
here.
I
just wanted to call in, show my support, tell you that y'all have changed my life, and I appreciate and love y'all for it.
Scott, that doesn't even make sense, man. I'm just making videos.
Well, it is what it is. It's
I know
true.
you mean Jesse, and it's a pleasure. It really is. It really is to speak with
but
all
you're
of
a
you.
part of that. You're a big part of that operation too. So.
And it's an honor. It really is.
Well, it's an honor just to be able to speak with you, bro. So I just want to say thanks and have a great night. Keep up the good work. Keep streaming. I love it.
Thank you. Call me again.
Will do. For sure.
Oops, hung up on you. Moving the wheels, Scott. Thank you very much. Okay. Great stuff. Great stuff. Hope you all enjoying yourselves. We've been flying now for a while. I can't even tell where the time has gone. That's cool. Time has been flying. Can't even feel it. Okay. Just chill out here and watch the plane a little bit while I get the things ready. Where's the moon? Ah, the moon. All right, just chill. What are we doing next? What a mess. You still can call in 760-515-3855. Anything else interesting? Dysgenics? The declaration of causes? Anybody know anything about that? I might have to do a segment on that one of these days. 35 allies? Nah, too heavy. You guys know about that, maybe. FBI has gone after 35 Trump allies since the Mar-a-Lago raid. What kind of country? What is happening? Ooh, I might have something for y'all, actually. You might find this interesting. A little bit of crime. You guys get plenty of that already, but look at this. Nickstream be hanging up on everybody and they mama. My bad. Hey, real Mr. Mad. Have I said hi to you, man? It's always a pleasure. Hey, caller, I got you on hold. 1 second. I lost them. If you get through and you're on hold, you can wait. I'll get to you. I'll get to you. Okay, I think I got a story. But I'm also vibing, so I get to the story. Lord Bibby's winding her down. Thanks for flying Nickstream. We'll try and keep her down. Let him sleep. Okay, let's do this story. Story action. Here's what's going on. Crime. You've heard a million stuff about this, okay? But check this out. This is so wild. A while ago, I had mentioned on the show how basically during the riots, if you guys remember during the riots, I remember on TV, it was so weird. On TV, on like the movie channels, during the riots, it was non-stop, at least in LA, on our TV channel, it was non-stop The Purge. They were just playing The Purge back to back. And The Purge movies. I remember I'm like, this is kind of sick. I'm like, the country's burning outside, and you guys got Purge back to back on this TV. Like back to back hours. I remember it being so weird. But maybe I'm looking into it too much. Coincidence. But check this out. Something is happening in Illinois. Big changes coming in Illinois. Big changes have been happening in Illinois. And the biggest ones are yet to come because Illinois is set to eliminate cash bail in 2023. And this TikTok video here with the caption says, as of January 2023, Illinois is basically sounding the purge siren. So just take this in for a second.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them.
It's a little distracting with the music. It's getting worse. I haven't seen the rest of this clip. It's so annoying. Hopefully you're following.
And whether or not it's legal. This is a massive threat to the residents of Orland Park, Cook County, and Illinois.
So you guys following? No cash bail. This got a mayor, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. Mayor 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. Mayor of Orland Park, Illinois. Maybe a more conservative county of Illinois, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know where that is. I don't know who this man votes for or what he, what he's into. But big changes, right? Big changes in Illinois. It's set to, according to him, be letting out a lot of people. There are a whole list of violent crimes: burglary, robbery, arson, kidnapping, almost all drug offenses, even drug distribution, DUI offenses, even DUI offenses involving a fatality, do not qualify for detention under the Illinois Safety Act. Wow. Illinois is the first state in the country to abolish cash bail. Oh, man. It's just crazier and crazier the more you think about it and read about it. The Illinois Safety Act. So, a little reporting on that. I mean, I guess I could give y'all a hot take on crime and other things. But I don't got it. I'm just not going to harp on this, but wild. It's the purge. It's the purge. All right, what else do we got here? Oh, wait. What else do we got? Viewer video action. Let's watch this.
What do you think it sounds like it's in?
from? Originally.
I definitely don't know.
No, give me your best guess. Guess a country.
What is a country again?
Do you know what country the Panama Canal is in?
No.
If you had to guess, like, what do you think it sounds like it's in? Guess a country.
Europe.
Yes. Do you know how many moons the Earth has? Around how many, if you had to guess?
2.
Yes. Do you know what time this is?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 2:45.
Wow.
Yes. Do you know what country the Great Wall of China is in?
Country?
Yeah. If you had to guess.
Japanese.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Thanks, viewer video. This is wild. I mean, I remember some of these videos. They kind of like. I remember earlier on, like, when these videos were coming out, like maybe a year or 2 years ago. I remember some of those questions were like, I can't believe you answered that way. But I also remember a lot of those questions, the way they asked them, and I don't know, it felt kind of nitpicky and cherry picking, like they were cherry picking out certain questions where just you could see how someone could see it the wrong way, even if they're not dumb. But what is this? This is like indefensible. What country is the Queen of England from? Where is the Great Wall of China?
2.
Now, okay, she's a little smarter than you think, because he was like, how many moons does Earth have? So she's already thinking, oh, so there's more than one. Huh? She's not dumb.
What the third month of each year is?
Japanese.
Yes. Do you know what the third month of each year is?
Ain't that leap year or some shit?
Yeah. Do you know what 15% of 100 is?
Fuck.
Around what it is, if you had to guess.
Probably like 75. I don't know.
Yes. Can you name all the months?
I mean,
September, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August.
Yes. Do you know what 7 plus 7 plus 7 is?
I don't know. Yeah, they're morons, I guess. Nick it says doom Jesus uneducated. I don't know. There's a failure going on, that's for sure.
28. No, I'm bugging.
That's New York. Nah, I'm bugging. No, I'm bugging.
I'm bugging. 14.
Yo,
28.
you bugging.
No, I'm bugging. 14 plus 7. I don't know.
What do we call it?
Yo, that's New York.
A shape with 5 sides.
Is it an octagon? Wait, that's 6. That's 8. Octagon is 8. Is it a stop sign?
I don't know. I think it is a shame. I think that does say something. I really do. I do think it does say something. They probably are morons. They probably are uneducated. It probably is. I get a little thing with these videos though, because what is it? What's the point I'm trying to make? The point to me is like, sometimes they're like these trivia questions. Some of these are egregious, indefensible, but sometimes it's like these trivia questions. Like, I don't care if you know trivia. Okay, Nick, the U.S. history and government is not trivia. Okay, you should know your history. Fine, but I'm just saying, like, there's people who can answer all those questions that are nobodies. They're like trash. They're garbage cans. Hateful people. These people are dumb, not because of their, I'd say, I don't know. Their dumbness comes from like just being raised badly and the culture you're raised in. I mean, think about everything they're told and the things that they're into. What's popular? The things that are popular. Oh, Fortnite and I don't know, Kardashians. Do I sound like a boomer yet? Moving on here. I have no take. Thanks for the viewer video. I'm just rambling. How about just stop? Fantastic viewer video. Love it. I do love it. My IQ dropping by the second. Lack of inner stillness, says Lin Yan Chen. Deep. I think you're right. Because from what I've learned from anger, from JLP, because I am on the Bond Network, anger makes you dumb. Literally stupid. And I think as deeper effect than IQ even. Genetics. Although I think those things are real as well. Enough ramble? How about that? Next thing? Do I have anything? Loosey goosey. Enjoy the flight. Hold on. Rocking and rolling now for 3 hours, I believe. Trying to get you some show here, but let's see here. That's done. I don't want to talk about that. Boring. How do these streamers do it? They're streaming 8 hours. Maybe they're okay with silence and they play video games too. That's another thing. But I'm having fun. Lin Yan Chin, what? Super chat from Lin Yan Chin says, let me lower this. So loud. Lin Yan Chin with a super chat says, they are fragmented of the mind because their hearts are a mess. Emotional constipation has them in cognitive dissonance. Very interesting. Yes. That's actually a very good point. That is interesting. Because, like, thinking about God and science, I was just watching this interview with an atheist and Jesse, which will be coming out hopefully in the future. I don't want to say much, but very fantastic. Not Fallen State. He appeared on his show. I think I could say he was talking to T-Jump. T-Jump was on Hake Report not that long ago, which is a fantastic interview. And Hake also talked to T-Jump, I believe, on a panel. It was either on Modern Day Debate or on the Hippy Dippy Roundtable. All fantastic appearances. Check out thehakereport.com/appearances. But what? Oh yeah, he was on. Jesse was talking to T-Jump, and there was some interesting stuff about science and like the scientific method versus religion and the opiates of the masses. He didn't say opiate of the masses, but just cringy atheist stuff. Although T-Jump's good. He's cool. I like him. I actually really like him. I'd love to talk to him. I like his stuff. Smart guy. Good guy. I like his interview style. But anyways, there's this thing. It's like at odds, right? Science and religion. I just thinking about this because of Lin Yan Chin's chat. The fragmentation of the mind because the heart is a mess. I think people may not, what atheists don't realize, that they can't achieve the higher things of the mind like science and logical reasoning thinking without that. It comes from God. Yo, you follow me? And so when we degenerate into animals, which happens in the heart, it happens spiritually, everything else degenerates into animalness. And animals don't do no scientin'. You liking my simplified explanation? No animals be scientin'. So when you was as an animal, you can't be scientin'. So you need God to be scientin'. Okay, that's enough. Ramble stream. Welcome to the Ramble stream. I keep doing this. The calls are unmuted. You can call. Hopefully I'll hear it. Okay, Jackson, Algo, Purge. Man, we're rocking and rolling through everything here. We're rocking and rolling through all my notes here. Hope you enjoyed it so far. I've never met a smart atheist, says Noah's Arkansas. The magnanimous Noah's Arkansas. Seesaw asks, okay, when's Hake coming back? I'm starting to worry. He's already kind of back, like coming back, right? You've seen him doing the news. You've seen him in the chat. He's fine. He's getting better. I'm seeing him more, so that's cool. So, watch for some hate report, hopefully next week. Simplified explanation. Mr. Mad. Okay, y'all. What shall we do? I'm trying not to reveal here that I went through all my notes. Oh, actually got some fun stuff. Dang, but it's not fleshed out. I don't want to present it better, but Saddam Hussein is kind of based. Dictators are kind of based. You know, Saddam Hussein loved Passion of the Christ? And he's kind of into Christianity and Christians and stuff. Wait a second, what? Saddam Hussein. Gone too soon? R.I.P.? Taken out by the FBI? By the atheist FBI? Passion of the Christ and American Western Western culture lover Saddam Hussein? Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Hold on. According to Emperor of Kratz, he was a Christian. Let's watch some based Saddam Hussein content. Nice, the doors. I love footage like this for some reason. I'm just totally gonna get copyrighted. Blah 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 blah.
This is the end.
Beautiful friend. This is the end. Okay, that's enough. Very based. Maybe I'll do this segment once I got it fleshed out. I kind of want to get it right because there's so much info and it's interesting. Very funny, very interesting. You guys know who al-Duri is? Saddam Hussein's right-hand man. He was right at the beginning of that clip. Right at the beginning. That man right there. Saddam Hussein's right-hand man. Al-Duri. Izzat Ibrahim al-Duri. Yes, Izzat Ibrahim al-Duri is, in fact, an Arab man. This is an Arab, apparently. There are kind of white Arabs, though. But check it out. Are you sure it's not Irish, man? What is this? Ibrahim O'Duri. Izzat O'Duri, not al-Duri. Very funny, very cool. A little history, a little bit of stuff that I'm into. I'll show you some base dictator stuff next stream. Gascon, a little research on Gascon. I have a bunch of research actually on a couple of things. I'll show you next Friday as well. Dang. All right, y'all. Give me a second here. I will be right back with more Nick Stream. All right, y'all. And we're back. We are back, and for some reason, we are all of a sudden near Bristol in the United Kingdom, some way or another, by an act of God or a random wormhole in the sky, we found ourselves much, much closer. Like 4 hours closer. Yeah, there was like 4 hours left there still. in our little nickstream flight there. So, where are we flying to? We're about to land at London Heathrow International in England. So let me get the plane situated for our approach here. We still got some time, so we still got some show, some time. No big deal. But I cut off like 4 hours to the flight. Let's take the call and have some fun. Caller, you are on the air. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
Hi, Nick. This is Anna from Missouri.
Anna, what's up, Anna? Have you ever called my show? Yes.
I tried, but I didn't get through.
Oh, okay, so this is your first time calling my show. Well, thank you. How you doing?
Yes.
How's everything, Anna?
All is well. I wanted to ask you, did you ever reflect on the world being of Satan?
On the what?
And on the world being of Satan?
Being of Satan.
And, yeah.
Hmm.
That the world is being of Satan, being reigned by Satan, basically.
Gotcha. The world is of
And-
Satan.
Yeah.
Have I reflected
and
on
when
it?
we are, and when we are born into this world, our
Mhm.
task
Yeah.
is to return Satan to his father through us, like because Satan was once Lucifer, right? He is
You said
the son
return
of
Satan to
God.
his father?
Yeah, like the prodigal son.
Interesting. Can you elaborate a little bit?
You know, that since when we are born through the woman,
Mm-hmm.
we believe into evil, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we are in this world and of it. When we become angry, we are in this world and of it. That means we believe into Satan and Satan becomes our God, correct?
Mhm. Correct. Correct.
So that our task to come into this world is to return to the Father. To
Following.
God.
I'm following.
That means so each and every one of us, it is our task to return to the Father. And maybe that the Father God is sending us out into this world to complete the task of getting his son Lucifer back to him.
That is fascinating.
us.
And by which way, or like which mechanism, or by how is it that how are we going to bring Satan back to God?
By returning, by not believing into Satan, returning ourselves, seeing the evil within us, and returning that back to the Father within us, each one of us. That's why as many more as can return to the Father, as more the chance is that Satan is coming with us. You see? And because once we are reborn, we do not longer belong here in this world of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
Interesting. So
belong to the.
if
We are the children of God. When we are born again, we become children of God again, and we return to our Father in heaven. That means this world is of Satan. This is where Satan is reigning in anger. And that is why when before we are reborn, we don't see, we are unconscious. We do not see all this evil in the world. We basically walk around blind. We think, oh, all is well, everything is cool, everybody is good. But once we become conscious, all of a sudden, God is opening our eyes to see all that evil is doing with us and what we are doing by believing into evil, correct?
I'm following. So, in a sense,
we are the ones who are living out the evil. Without us living out the evil, evil cannot exist.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So
So in a sense, when we return, is it that Satan stops existing, or that we almost convince him by example?
In a sense, with each and every one of us, a little piece of Satan returns back to God.
Interesting. Yeah.
You know
That's an
what I
interesting
mean?
way to look at it. I think so, in the sense that almost like, I think I know what you're saying. Abstractly, I can get it, I think, because I'm not sure what it all means, but it seems like
That's
almost
why-
like, because we fall in, so like the spirit of Satan is in us, that by overcoming it, it stops existing. And
By
it's,
overcoming
or
it? Yeah, we
by
return
overcoming it,
it
it's not that it
back.
stops existing, but it gets fulfilled, it gets fixed, it gets returned.
Yeah, like
That
the
part of Satan
prodigal
in you
son.
returns.
Yeah, like the prodigal son, you know? We going back. We seeing that we are wrong.
It's interesting.
And so, and basically because we are cast out, right? Adam and Eve were cast out of Eden. So where we
Yes.
are at in this world, that is the world of Satan. We are not where we belong. When we are children of God, we belong in the garden from God. We belong back with him. And so when we getting reborn, he's letting us see all the evil that happened. And so as soon as that happens, we do not longer belong here anymore. Because that's why we shouldn't be afraid of any kind of evil, because we know we're going to go back. We're going to turn back to God. Not just spiritually, but also with our bodies, right? Eventually. And so it is a great, it's a great joy to know this, you know?
Does knowing this, now that you know this, do you deal with, or what I want to know is, since knowing this, does it help, do you deal with evil differently, or should I say?
Oh my God, I cannot even, it is so overwhelming sometimes how much God lets me see things now. And I have quite a rich history. I think that means not me, but where I come from, my fallen state journey is so crazy. I don't know anybody else who had that kind of journey. And you know, I was born in into a socialist
For sure, I remember.
society.
Yes.
I was in a revolution with 14 years old, being on the streets thinking I'm an adult. 14 years old, knowing exactly what I'm working for, right? What I'm fighting for. I had then regime change and basically, and then I started traveling like crazy the world, and I don't have to go, or that would, you know, take too long. But
Yeah, that's okay.
I was so, in all that what happened, I basically went through it completely blind in the fallen state. I don't know what protected me, but something protected me during all of that. I could have been dead multiple times, but I am not, right? And basically, I traveled all on my own to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have anybody with me. I did that all by myself, not knowing anybody here.
That's crazy.
And so, you know, this is, when I look back, if I wouldn't have come here to the United States, I wouldn't have been able to see where I'm coming from the outside. Where I'm coming from, the people are so brainwashed still. They cannot talk about their own history.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah, they
if
can.
I talk, yeah, and I can see it now only because I came here. If I wouldn't have come here, I wouldn't have learned English. I wouldn't have ever understood Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
I would have
Take
never
that in.
found. I would
Right.
have never found back to God, because God was for me a fairy tale concept. You see?
So you had no belief in God even?
No, I thought it was a story people make up, and you know, I was completely brainwashed from socialism.
That's so
I grew
coming
up-
here and seeing people, and we've spoken about this briefly, but like
Yeah.
how that must drive you wild.
No,
Like,
not
up
really,
a wall.
because I thought when the war came down, when the revolution happened, we in the socialist society thought we fought socialism. We thought we successfully fought socialism. We are free people now. We did not know, and the rest of my family still does not know, that they didn't fight it successfully, that they are still in the brainwash. It just looks different. We are not
Wow.
standing anymore in food lines. We are not poor anymore. We can buy products, but, you know, like the West, like here in America.
Mm-hmm.
But the people over there do not know that they are still brainwashed. And I only know that because I have the view from over here, from so far away, and can actually freely look into the history of it all. Or that means, you know, you have to understand also that I was never good in school,
Same.
especially not in history. I was not good. I am still not good in remembering numbers. I'm not good in remembering names. I don't know that stuff. I don't study. I don't read books. I don't do anything like that.
Nice.
And yet,
Based.
since I was reborn, God lets me see all these things. He just puts it in front of me. You know, all the history.
Mm-hmm.
all
Which is
the things
fascinating.
that
You've
my
sent me
friends-
quite a bit, and I read them all. Very fascinating when I get to it.
all the things that my grandpa lived through, my father lived through. I didn't know before that my father's generation was not born into socialism, into basically enslavement. You know, he was still able to travel. I did not know that until now.
Huh. So he even saw it too.
Because they don't talk about it. My grandpa didn't talk about things. My father didn't talk about things. And so the brainwash goes so easily for people because, see, I never thought I ever have to talk about the experience, the realistic experience I had in socialism ever again. I would have never mentioned it ever again because it's nothing to look back to.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to, you know, it's nothing great to mention. So I never would have thought that I ever have to talk about that again or that somebody would benefit from it, you know. But yet, here I find myself in the great country of the free, who are blindly being led back into socialism. And you guys already understand a little tiny bit what it means to stand in line for things to buy. And that is nothing compared to what I grew up with. You know, that is nothing compared to that, you know, because, and it's really hard to explain. And it makes also no sense to explain it because people will not understand it if they have not lived through it. And so all you can do is the task that God gave you to return back to him in order to return Satan back to his father, you know?
Deep. Fascinating to ponder on the just the like where humanity has gone, you know, back and forth, the toil and the pendulum swings and just to speak to someone who has been through about a lot of it, you know. So many people here don't know, they just don't know what's coming and it's crazy to think about.
It is really, I think we are not in control at all. I think there are many people standing up and seeing it. There are many people standing up and speaking up, but it does not matter because it is written. I think if you read the book of Revelation, it is written in there. You know, these are old. They go beyond our time so far. You know, I don't think we have it under control at all. I don't think Trump has it under control. I don't think the left or the right. I know from my experience and growing up in socialism, I know not to trust the media. I know not to trust voting because we voted in socialism, I swear. People went and voted. But it didn't matter because if you have a one-party system, you have a one-party system and it doesn't matter what you vote. And in America, we have a one-party system now. So, you know what I mean?
Totally. That's
I
crazy.
think
And you know,
people, yeah,
please.
I think many people, I think Satan does not just work with brainwashing, but also in the high places. You know, how is it standing in the Revelation or in the Bible? We are fighting
wickedness in high places and principalities?
Places. Yes. And so those high places, you know, the whole thing with Epstein, and but that is so dark, we have not even looked into that. But if you just think about it, not even knowing who is on the list or what, right? We know a lot of people are on this list.
Yeah.
And just imagine what you can do with such a list. You know how many people in high places are blackmailed? And so that's why I think the Republican Party is just completely blackmailed.
It could very well be. It's really crazy.
Even if they want to do good, they you know, they are blackmailed. It's not. It's so tricky. It's so twisted. What I learn about my own history is so twisted, and it's going back centuries and centuries. And the task is to see through the lie, to see through the children of the lie, in order to return back to the Father, because the Father is the truth. Correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy breakdown on. I mean, I really just wanted to hear you out there because you really had an intense breakdown there from the top to the bottom. And we think about wickedness in high places, principalities. You know, can mean many things, really. But you were talking about, evil people, rulers, or whatever. I think a lot of people think they want to say, oh, these evil masterminds are masterminding these crazy things. But I think it's more likely that it's just ego people running things into the ground, not realizing that's what they're doing, even if they're being evil, but like out of just making ego decisions, end up things fall apart because you can't keep up a complex, multi pronged society for very long with incompetent people.
Oh, you can. Believe me, you can. I mean, it's done in Europe already for centuries now. And Europe is not getting better. Europe is still getting worse and worse and worse. There is no bottom to evil, but the point is...
No bottom? What did you say? You said there's no bottom to evil?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
It's a fall. It's a free fall.
That's funny. I'm just kidding. I don't think you got that from anywhere, but I remember I feel like I've said this. I don't think on the show, but I've said that. But there is. I don't believe there is a rock bottom. I don't believe in rock bottom. I think hell goes down infinitely.
Right.
It just goes infinitely.
Yeah. That.
And
exactly
your rock bottom is something that happened maybe, but there is no rock bottom. No such thing.
No, there is no rock bottom. That's why it's called the fallen state, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're falling.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I think even so, we can look at the evil in the high places.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual answer is the evil within us, and that's why what Jesse is talking about is so important, because that's what we can do. We can all return back to the Father.
Yeah, it seems to be more and more like the only solution, the only real kind of thing, which we all know that already. But when I'm like watching other shows and stuff, and people get lost in information and all those things, I realize that the thing they're missing is the guiding force, returning to the Father. It's like when people talk about, for example, governing systems or economic systems, capitalism versus socialism. That's nothing if it doesn't have the guiding force. Capitalism is no different.
People get lost in that information so much, and that's why the lie has such a big chance to make people crazy, because and lose the focus on the one simple way, the one straight and narrow path to just return back to the Father. See, when I was born in socialism, that's why the biggest enemy in socialism is God.
Yeah. They purposely try and remove him. Yeah, you're right.
It's the only way to return back to God. Is the only way.
More on this, if I may expand, you're making me think of how crazy information is getting. Information is, you just can't trust it. And what I'm talking about is, I grew up, my generation, all that, we all grew up with the internet already. We grew up with information at our fingertips. You can fact check, you can Google. All of that is becoming untrustworthy. We're talking AI generated content that's indistinguishable from humans. We're talking deep fakes that are really, really good. Audio generations that of like presidents that sound indistinguishable. You know what I'm saying? Information, the from like the connection between us and like the world, that physical medium of text, videos, digital stuff, whatever, that is is going to get to the point where it's all manipulation, and the only the only respite and real salvation is God. Is
exactly. And if you
he'll literally be the only thing you could trust.
Yes, your inside, he will reveal the truth to you, and that is, you will know it. There will be no doubt, and so that if you think about it, Satan speaks to us through our thoughts, but he now has another element. He's speaking through us, through the black screens, the internet, the TV, the phones, the black screens. Remember, in the Middle Ages, they had those black screens too. They called them
scrying mirror.
those mirror readers, those witches.
A
who look
scrying
into the
mirror.
balls. Yes. And what is it? It is the TV, and our TVs got bigger and bigger. The screens bigger and bigger, and everybody.
I'm sorry to cut you
has
off, but
a
Anna is talking about some. She went deep. Some people say, and I don't know anything about this, but I just know very cursory stuff. But some people have made the connection between scrying mirrors, ancient scrying mirrors, and occult magic, and circuitry, and the way circuit boards are built and all that. There's people making those connections, and I don't know what it all means, but it's quite fascinating.
Yeah, these are black screens, exactly. And that is not coming from God, you know. Who's speaking to us through the black screens, the media, the thoughts of other people, you know. And what are the thoughts of other people? It's Satan speaking directly to us.
True.
You know?
But also, yeah, you're right. I still see it as a tool, a medium, a tool, but Satan corrupts all things. Because like Jesse's show is on you can see Jesse's show through the black screen. You know what I mean? I found God in my room, and not in a church. I found God sitting in a little basement in Canada.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but God is also much more powerful than Satan, and so
True.
as long as you get aware of it, you know, you have to. That is the key of it all. Stay aware and stay in the presence of God, and you will be able to discern. See,
that is like my number one issue. That is my only issue. If you can call it an issue, it's unawareness.
To stay focused.
That is my not focus. Like if I'm doing work, I don't. It's not like I get distracted like that. Like I could stay on task, but anybody can do that. I'm talking about the awareness that never goes. Because even when you're doing a task, for example, in this example, even in the middle of your task, you'll something. It could be literally anything, but it's thoughts. It's something, and that I'm talking about that distraction, that granular awareness. I'm not talking about like the big things. It's like among evil people, ADHD people can stay on task. I'm talking about that real awareness of within, and that's probably that's my biggest issue. If you could call it an issue.
Just stay with it, Nick. You got it. You know, the only thing what I notice now when I do the silent prayer, and I'm all hippily, you know, and I can't sit still, and I had the biggest trouble at the beginning, you know, being still, not jumping up, because my body said, okay, you are gonna move now, right? And so I am better and better with it, because the silent prayer is a great tool. Because it is making you, it makes you practice.
Yeah.
You practice to stay in the present, and it's gonna get easier and easier as more as you do it. You know.
Well, I ain't giving up. Right on, Anna. Fascinating.
Well, I love your show. Keep going.
Thank you. Always much appreciated, Anna. And call me again.
All right.
Moving the wheels. Thank you so much, Anna. All right. Fascinating. Took a little long on that call, y'all. Sorry. But it's a long flight, right? And someone was asking, wait, why isn't Nick watching the plane? Don't worry. Don't worry, y'all. In fact, we're quite close. Which reminds me, holy. Uh-oh. Let me do this fast. Super chats from Nugget Man. Nick, weeks before I left the JLP Discord as a mod, I proposed to do Bible Thumper Thursday. Sorry, my music's a little loud. So Nugget Man saying I proposed to do Bible Thumper Thursday. Do I have intellectual property on it? Love you show. Love your show. Thank you, Nugget Man. Was that your idea, Bible Thumper Thursday? Because I can't remember that, and I don't remember reading that, because Jesse came up to me with that idea. I didn't suggest that at all. That was Jesse's idea. So, nice. Great minds think alike. Right? Uh-oh. Where are we at? Here's what I'm looking at. So you guys can see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. All right, y'all. Bear with me as we do our final approach here. It's important time to focus. Important time to focus here because that call Basically, if you're looking on the screen, we are way off course. We're going to have to do an interesting landing here. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, nice. The nav has kicked in. This is good. This is good. This is good. But we are off course. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm just happy the nav kicked in, all right? This is really good. This is going to make things a little bit easier. Slowing her down a little bit. We are coming in for our approach, so I'm going to focus on this approach here. It's quite important. If you'll forgive me, chatters, super chatters, and all that, I'll get to you. Kaya, wait, I got to do this fast. Kaya, come on down. Sit down in your first class. I couldn't even speak there. Sit down in your first class seat quickly before we land. I'm like stumbling over my words. Okay. Slow down. If there's two things, the two things that are my greatest issues, or if you call them issues, not really issues, or you guys are following me. Awareness and slowing down. You gotta slow down. We're about to get shot down by enemy fire because we're so off course. Chatters are cracking me up. Ooh, we are coming in for that approach. Ooh, what do I do now? Activating approach. Whew. Switching to our nav 1. We got to switch to nav 1. Back to navs. Whew. I know I'm just speaking lingo. I hope this makes sense somewhat. Basically, I'm telling the computer how to start going down and get closer to the runway, because in the final moments, you go full manual. But the computer sets you up, basically, for success. I don't care if I'm a few readers in. We so good. Right on, right on. You can't keep the knickers down. That is for sure. So I appreciate the patience as we approach. Pilot's got a pilot, you know what I mean? Hold on to your sombrero. Hey, Kaya, the number is 760-515-3855, but I can't take your call right now. I'm landing her. I'm trying to land her. I need to get lower. I need to get lower right now. Wait, unless... All right, fingers crossed. It seems like I got it going. Maybe you don't want your pilot to be like fingers crossed. Good thing is we got plenty of fuel if we got to do go-arounds or anything like that. We're going to make it this time, says of Jenny. Is this like an elevator where if I jump right before it hits the ground, I'll be safe? Nope. Oh, no. We got to get lower. The approach isn't working? I'm forcing it. I'm forcing it, y'all. I see the runway. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. We're going to do a full manual landing. No, we're doing full instruments, IFR. We're using the good old computers and eyes. All right, y'all. Putting the pilot skills to full use right now. Let me turn off auto throttle so I have full control of my speed and throttle. Oh, no. Spicy, spicy stuff. Everybody chill. Oh, no. Don't worry. Oh, no is not a bad thing. That's just my camera. I can't see. There you go. We're flying our manual. Hope y'all enjoying the Nick stream. You guys can't see out the window because I need to see my instruments. We're gonna have to do a go around, y'all. But that's okay. Maybe. Yo quiero Taco Bell. If this was any other stream, you might be banned. Okay. We're gonna do a go around. We're gonna do a little go around here. Enjoy the vibes. Test. Okay, y'all. Going around for that landing. Gonna, you know, wind her down. Hope you've enjoyed the show so far. Gonna have to slow her down a little bit here. This landing is... I can smell the crumpets and tea as we land in England. Yes, we are landing in London Heathrow International. Very cool. Leveling her off from our turn. Oop, too much. Go back. Someone's ordering a big plate of blood sausage. Get you an English breakfast, mate. You're in the Queensland, or the Kingsland now. Okay. Sit back and relax. Coming in. Ooh, we're slow. We're slow. I'm not turning on the engines though. We're gonna make it. Gather some speed by nosediving a little. How you like the? Hold on to your drinks. This ain't no airliner landing. Ooh, we're fast. We're slow. And flare up. Oh, we're squirrely on the runway. And we're touchdown. Welcome to London Heathrow International, ladies and gentlemen, knickers and knickerettes. We have arrived. Please don't take off your seatbelts just quite yet. Make sure you don't get up. We are still moving. A lot of you like to get up right away, even though the captain said don't do it. Please make sure you check the contents of your overhead bins as they may have shifted while traveling. Welcome to London Heathrow International. It is currently 3:54 a.m. in London Heathrow, in London, the United Kingdom. We do give a little rest in peace to the Queen, the late Queen Elizabeth II, and we welcome the new King, and we pray for England, UK, and the world. Other than that, we do appreciate you flying nickstream. We know you have many choices, but we appreciate you flying nickstream with us tonight. All right, that's enough of that. I had fun. I hope you did as well. What can I say? I mean, I have no more show. That's it. All right, let's park it. Let's park her as we say bye to everybody and wind this thing down. Just taxi our way a little fast on the taxi. I think if a ATC was on, I might be advised otherwise. The liberal sitting with me just put on his N95. Who just put on a mask? Lord Spike Protein is calling you out. Who put on a mask? Call him out. Bring him out. All right. Welcome to London. 4 a.m. in London. And we are now parked. Make sure you check for your connecting flights and all that. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get out of the cockpit. Well. It's been fun. It's been an absolute pleasure. I had a blast. I hope you enjoyed yourself or entertained, took something, anything. But what else can I say here? Truly nothing. I'm grateful for all of you. Stay tuned for the next nickstream. This was the worst. This was worse than Chicago airline landing. I request a 23% discount, says Nugget Man. Mexicans be scamming me. Thanks, JS Urban Adventures. Always a pleasure. Vex, Lynn, M. Jenny, Dank Daddy, Teresa, Tommy, Kaya. What's up, Kaya? Nice to have you here. Or Spy Pro, Noah's Arkansas, Kevin, Jenny, Emperor of Cats, and everybody. Hey, Kilo, Alpha Tango, Enoch Bear, Lord, all the lords. Okay, that's it. No more. I had fun. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Don't go to sleep and enjoy. I mean, what else? Enjoy it. Catch you on church this Sunday. Rebuildingtheman.com/church, 11 a.m. Pacific time for church. Other than that, I bid you farewell. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, thank you for flying Nickstream. See ya.